Cool then.
All right, man. All right, what's going on, everybody, man? It's your boy Brandon, aka Young High Flyers, here with my boy Swint, man. How you feeling today?
Man, what's good, boy? What's good, man? Just chilling, man. Ready to go ahead and cook.
I feel you. I feel you. So yeah, I know this kind of wasn't really planned. Weeks in at a time. I actually hit my boy Swint up to, I think it was a couple days ago, right?
Yeah.
Cause I pretty much, man, I wanted us to talk about, you know, the revealing, what people call the great revealing. I was actually listening to a video by COJ Chronicles of Judah, and he was
hmm
talking about how in the society, the real truth about the society is slowly starting to come out more and more and more. And one thing that I see on your page, and one thing that I started to do more on my page, is that you just put it all out. Cause one thing I noticed with a lot of brothers who like are in the truth is they try to like keep it to themselves. They don't really tell people, how they feel about certain things. They'll like keep shit under wraps. But, I feel like now as time go, closer and closer to, end times, I feel like you might as well just reveal who you really are. You get what I'm trying to say?
Facts. Most definitely, bro. Most definitely. And the thing about it is, the way that this society is shaping, the way the society is moving, and the direction that it's going into, you might as well be, out and open with your beliefs, what you, who you are as a person. Saying your truth, and what the truth that you embody and whatnot, because that's the like 2020 was like the great
Right.
shift. It separated, the people that still stuck in the matrix and the people that have potential to break outside. You know what I'm saying? So the more brothers that's out there, feeding the flock, feeding the lamb, that's gonna get more people, to flock to the truth instead of the programming that society is pushing, because this society is about to start pushing great programming, man. Especially the CV
Yeah. The
and the
shot.
jabs, the
Yeah, the
shots.
shot.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That and the programming that's centered around that and how that's circulating right now. You know, more brothers out there feeding the lamb and feeding the sheep. That's gonna get more brothers that's still kind of on the fence to see, nah, man, what these brothers are saying is right. I mean, look what's going on in society right now. What
True.
there's something to this truth thing that they be talking about. So, and
Right.
also it gets the blood off our hands, man. When you read Ezekiel the 33rd chapter, it speaks about how the watchmen, which we are the watchmen, the brothers that are watching and looking out for the prophecy, seeing what's going on. You
Mm-hmm.
know how if we don't spread the truth, that blood is going to be on our hands that we don't if we don't notify people. You know what I'm saying? To
Right.
whom much is given, much is required. So we got to do that for our own sakes as well.
Yeah, I feel that, man, and that's the one thing about the rulership. A lot of people know about the 144,144,000, but like
hmm
it's not just like a something that you get and you good. It's like, in my opinion, I feel it's something that you kind of earn from the type of man, the type of righteous man you are.
hmm
One thing about it is that I actually found the truth and shit like that. I would probably say in February, and then
hmm
the virus hit, and pandemonium came, and I didn't start actually like talking about what I truly believed in probably till like July or August. And the reason why
hmm
I didn't do it is because I felt like I would offend people, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. And I was like, thinking about posting shit about Jacob and Esau, and posting about, the programming of the Matrix, and like what these real deities like the goat god and all this shit mean, man. I was like, man,
Yeah.
I don't know how people gonna react to me. But after a while, bro, I just said, you know what, man, fuck it. Like, at the end of the day, bro, I gotta be true to myself, and that's one thing I feel a lot of brothers aren't. They're not really like true to who they are and what they believe in, but
hmm
also understanding that you know a lot of people just not gonna like you, bro, regardless. So if you talk your truth and you tell people who you really are, the people who really gonna rock with you no matter what.
Yeah, that's true, bro. That's true. And the thing about it is too, you know, we got to kind of be in the spirit of, you know, not taking the foot off the gas too. And if people don't want to accept, what you bring to the table, hey man, like you said, man, fuck them, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right?
They weren't gonna make it anyway. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
that's
saying?
how I
So
feel. Yeah, bro,
it's got to
exactly.
be that way. Like the scriptures say, bro. You got to forsake everything for this truth. When it really
Facts.
comes down to it, and that's the direction we moving into. So preparing yourself spiritually for that now, because it ain't even close to as worse as it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? When we
Facts.
really get into them days, like the peak of them days, and that's when we
Facts.
really gonna have to make harsh decisions about. and who we gonna lead to the I mean, I hate to say it, to the fire and brimstone, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Family members, friends, close cousins, all that, man. So preparing yourself spiritually for that now, by man, fuck them niggas that and talking shit because you want to post truth that got
Right.
something to say because you coming from a different perspective from what they being fed to by the programming by the world, man. That's preparing
Right.
yourself spiritually to forsake them when it really is the true test of your faith is coming when it comes to taking them shots and them and and
Yep. The chips.
the chip. Yeah, I didn't know how you wanted to say it on here, man. But
Nah, they think we talking about Frito Lays, man. We good.
all right, cool, bro, cool. Yeah, them chips,
Yeah.
man. That's gonna be
Yeah.
the real trying. So preparing yourself now, you in the right spirit, bro.
Yeah, man. And I think one thing too about the holiday season is it's a lot harder because like I've been chilling with my grandma, so pretty much,
Mhm.
I'm in Texas, but I was in California just hanging out with my family, and I purposely made it that I didn't go for Christmas because I don't celebrate Christmas no more.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
That's
pretty
what's up,
much,
bro.
man, I'm just over there, I'm just talking, I'm just doing my thing, and I got my grandma like, oh, what you gonna do for Christmas? And my mom's like, oh, what you gonna do for Christmas? And my aunt's like, oh, what you gonna do for Christmas? We gonna have a little dinner, blah 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 blah. And whenever you try to tell people like, no, I don't celebrate Christmas, a pagan holiday, a lot of people try to like shy away from that shit because they're like, oh man, I don't know if I want to offend these people. I don't want these
Mhm.
people to, look at me crazy. So my grandma, she's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get you a Christmas present. I'm like, yeah, I don't celebrate Christmas. 30 minutes later, she's like, oh yeah, we're gonna have presents. I'm like, look, I don't celebrate Christmas. And I had to keep reinforcing it because sometimes, especially with women, they'll
Mhm.
hear you say some shit one time, but they're gonna keep doing it because they're like, "Oh, he just bullshit. He don't know what the fuck he talking. He don't know what he's talking about." But when they
Yeah.
consistently hear you saying the same thing over and over and over again, that's when they start to truly believe you and they know that you're a man who stand by his word. And I feel like around now towards the holidays, it's kind of gonna show you which men really take this true shit serious versus the men who just kind of on the fence and like, "Oh, I believe in the Most High and Yahweh Shai," but they don't
Mhm.
really put no action behind their words.
Yo, that's true, bro. I'm so glad you said that too, because, like you said, it's really going, but who's really about this truth and who's not. When
Right,
it comes to the holiday season, because that's the times that people take seriously in this society.
right,
People hold dear to their heart. So it's kind of like you encroaching on, if that's the right word to use, on things that they care about deeply. So it's like you really offending them when you tell them that you don't do certain things, you don't celebrate certain things. They take that personally, but that's the
facts.
kind of burden that we just got to bear. And bro, when we follow after the steps of Yahweh Shai, we got to do the same things and be able to forsake the same way Yahweh Shai and the men that follow after him. You do like that. I love the parable where he speaks when he's speaking. I believe James, where he's saying, "Hey man, let the dead bury the dead."
Mm,
Like that's what you got to do in this society. You just got to let the dead bury the dead, and that's not talking about this more. That is talking about the physically dead too, because that was the scenario. But that's talking about the spiritually dead as well. You know what
right.
I'm saying? If they spiritually dead and you warning them and they're not taking heed, and you just got to let them go. We got a mission to complete. And that's to get to the kingdom on this side. You know what I'm saying? So we can't
Facts,
we
man.
can't allow ourselves to let other people bring us back into this world, man. And like you said, that's the truth. Them holidays is one of the true tests right there of you really with this
Mm-hmm.
truth or not. And you think about it, bro, like this Christmas and this Thanksgiving, bro. Like we don't know what 2021 is gonna bring to the table, bro. But
Exactly.
I'm not saying the chip is gonna be here in 2020. Well, I'm not. The chip is already here, but I'm not saying it's
Yeah.
gonna be like enforced publicly in 2021, like really on the table. Like you got to take it in 2021. It probably
Mm-hmm.
won't, but who knows, man. So
Yeah.
2020 may be the last year you got to prove to the Most High that you're serious about these holidays. This may be your last time to forsake Christmas, man. You
Yeah.
know.
And on some real shit, one thing that I noticed too, man, because we in the group chat and shit like that. So I'll be
Hmm.
talking to you, Ref, Dub, all the other bros in the chat,
Hmm. Salute to them.
and I'll tell you guys how I went on a date with that chick on Monday, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So just to let you know, bro, like this year been crazy with the pandemic and then moving and all this shit. So I hadn't gone on a date since January, and I found the Most High and I found the truth in February. So you got to understand, bro. That's what, like 10 months. about 10 months lifespan. So I'm a
Mm-hmm.
completely different person, bro. And I had kind of just been out of the world, bro. I don't really be watching these fucking shows. I don't give a fuck about this music. I might watch sports here and there, but like
Yeah,
me,
yeah.
I kind of like distance myself from the world unless I'm making videos, I'm making rap music, or I'm just like
Mm-hmm.
watching videos about the truth and the Most High. So I had went on a date with this chick, and you know, like she was cool. She had a nice body, and she was solid. She's a solid chick. I'm thinking in my head like, oh, I might fuck with her. I might, you know, take her seriously. So
Mm-hmm.
we get on the date, man. You know, we go to this little spot, we eating, and bro, I kid you not, bro. I did not have nothing to talk about with this girl, bro. I did not have shit, bro. Like we was sitting down, like we was talking. She's like, "Oh yeah, what you plan on doing for Christmas?" And I, you know, usually owe me, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna chill with my friends. What type of? Because you know it's easy to talk to a chick about what type of gifts you want, what you want for
Yeah,
Christmas, all this
facts,
shit."
facts, facts.
And I didn't tell her that I didn't celebrate Christmas outright, but I'm like, "Oh yeah, you know, I'm not really doing much." And I just like
Mm-hmm.
switch the subject and try to talk to her. And then like she'll start talking about like how the virus is killing everybody, and then I'm like, man, I ain't trying to hear this shit. So like when I
And
told you how the energy was off from the start, I'm like, man, bro, like I can't even relate to people anymore because it's like I'm so like out of touch with everything that's going on.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Is
It's
that
funny.
you feel that way too?
Man, all the time, man. Because it's like, when you are a man that's outside that operates outside of this matrix we live in, you're constantly at contention with others spiritually, man. Because your spirit just don't jive with their spirit. They thinking
Right.
that the virus is real. They thinking that the vaccines is here to help people. The jabs is here to help people. They
Right.
thinking that they worried about the election and Biden and Trump bad, Biden good. Like your spirit don't even vibe with people, man.
Yeah,
So
man.
you're at constant odds with people. You're a constant outcast from society, bro. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So it's hard to maneuver and hard to operate. But that's why I feel like the Most High, especially in these latter days, has brought brothers together. You know what I'm saying? That way we can
Yeah.
have kind of like a resting place.
Right.
For that we can rest and like the scripture say, when two or more are gathered in my name, I'm there. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So it's kind of like we're making the Most High a dwelling place by resting amongst brothers, who also walk in the same path, walk in the same faith. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like it's a blessing that that's the case, but we still got to deal with the outside world too. It's still a point of contention whenever you're dealing with somebody, and especially women, bro. Like you were just
Yeah.
saying, especially
Yeah.
women. It's hard for them to transition. You watch COG, but I mean COJ, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? He be making classic videos on it, man. It's true. When you
Yeah.
experience that in real life, all of what he's saying is broader than your everyday life when you're a man who operates outside of this matrix. It's hard for them to transition from the spiritual, from the carnal world we live in to the spiritual world, man. That's a tough transition for them to make because it caters to them so much. So you
Exactly,
try to
bro.
break her out of that, man. She's not gonna really see the value in what you bring to the table versus what society tells her, what's valuable.
Yeah, because you gotta understand, one, women have a herd mentality, so if most of the herd is worldly, she gonna be worldly. But
Mm-hmm.
the main thing is like another thing that you gotta understand is that when you become a spiritual man, and I actually did like a little Instagram thing because I was out and doing my own thing. And I was looking back at the interaction. I was like, damn, bro, if it was me in January, I would have bagged her easily. Cause
Mm-hmm.
I used to be on that manipulation shit, bro. I used to just play a part, not really tell a chick exactly what she want to hear, bro. But you know, I'm
Tell
just
her
kind of
dream.
playing a role. And it's like, man, I'm here, I'm talking to her, and I'm thinking back on Monday, like when she said to communicate, like, oh, okay, I could communicate, and then about this Christmas, I could just lie about it. But it's like
Mm-hmm.
now my soul is different. Like I'm not finna lie to a bitch. Like I'm not finna just sell a bitch a dream because it's like you can either fuck with me for me or you not. You know what I'm saying? The thing a lot of guys don't understand about this red pill shit, it's controversial as fuck. We got 5 people in here listening. But the red pill advice that you get is not actually red pill because it's not actual truth. You feel me? It's
That's it.
not mainstream beta shit. But at the end of the day, it's not like the true red pill. That's why when I posted that shit about Christmas, I said I'm red pill for real. I'm red pill 100%
That's
because you can't just say that you red pill with females and dating and shit like that. But you got other things that you blue pill where you sleep. You know what I'm
mm-hmm.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like the dude I am now, I'm a 10 times better man than I am right now. But it's like I won't be able to vibe with a lot of females or even a lot of people because they're not even going to be able to understand or see the world anywhere near the way I see the world, bro. And it's kind of like a waste of my time trying to, you know, play a part that I can't play, you know?
That's true, bro. And hey, bro, it's good that you it's like that, man. Like that now, cause you in the right spirit, bro. Because being lukewarm, that's being lukewarm, man. When you red pill to females, but you blue pill, especially if you know what I'm saying,
Yeah,
you know what's really going on, but you cast it to the side because it helps you in your acquisition of females. That's lukewarm, bro. And we know what the
facts,
scriptures say in Revelation, the third chapter, about being lukewarm. You're gonna get spewed out, man. And you
facts.
know, that's why you gotta have in your mindset, man, all this shit in the world, man, that shit don't really matter to what's really coming in the kingdom, man. You know what I'm saying? We can't forsake what's coming to the kingdom. You know what's coming to us in the kingdom, Lord willing, we be of those men. You know,
Right.
for a bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the thing too. Is like, man, like now, dude, look, bro. Don't get me wrong, bro. When I seen her, I'm like, you know, my worldly things, like, oh yeah, I could fuck her. Like, yeah, she
Yeah,
look good.
yeah,
She
yeah.
got the little thing going, bro. She just got her nails done. I'm like, oh yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing that I'm not even realizing is like, yeah, you looking at her from the outwardly, but inwardly something was off, you know, because I
Yeah.
was just texting her and I was like, oh, what's up, blah blah blah. Everything was cool, and I'm texting her and shit. And then when I get her on the phone, I hear something about her voice. It's kind of like, I'm like, oh, this shit kind of weird. You know what I mean? You could just kind of listen to her voice, like, oh, she might be one of these Megan Thee Stallion chicks, bro. And then once we get to the restaurant and I actually sit down with her, I'm like, damn, our spirit is not aligned. And the thing that you got to understand too is when you're a righteous dude, you could tell off the fucking bat if somebody is gonna be compatible with you or not.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Mm-hmm.
you got that discernment, you could just see through everything. So I'm just listening to her. She's talking about her relationships and everything. And within 20, 30 minutes, I got a good grasp on who this chick was. I'm like, nah, I can't even fuck with her. But
Yeah,
one
yeah.
thing that happened, and this is one thing a lot of you guys gonna run into when you in the spiritual shit, is your spirit and your mind and the Most High is gonna tell you something, but then you're gonna try to rationalize it with like a worldly view. Because once I
Mm-hmm.
was talking to you
Mm-hmm.
guys, he's like, yeah, bro, this broad is a waste of time. I'm like, all right, but let me go on these videos and see, oh, maybe, you know, I was just tired as fuck. You know, I only had 2 hours of sleep, and oh, I could have did A, B, C, D, and had a conversation. And then what I did was like, all right, so I fucked up. Let me try and reach out to her. She didn't respond. Let me try and
Mm-hmm.
reach out to her today. She didn't respond because she knew deep down that she wasn't fucking with me, and I knew it, but I was trying to rationalize it. And the thing that
Mm-hmm.
you need to understand is that, yeah, I'm rationalizing it with a female, but it's the same thing when people hear about the truth and they know that it's real. Your soul, your spirit's telling you, yo, this is the fucking truth. But your brain and your heart want to rationalize, like, nah, bro, it can't be possible because the government loves us. And,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
that's crazy for there to be a chip. Like, nah, there's no way. But your spirit is telling you, your spirit is not going to lead you down the wrong path, bro. But a lot of people
Exactly.
don't understand that.
Yo, that's facts, bro. That's facts. And that's the constant what you said is the constant battle between spirit and flesh. You know,
Facts.
we in the flesh right now, so we gonna be in positions where, hey man, our flesh is going overpower our spirit, man. You know what I'm saying? Then we gotta humbly come to the most high and repent for that, man. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? Because we're gonna have weak moments. But for the most part, we need to stay strong in the spirit because the way that this society is going, man, there's ain't no room to be lackluster in this truth, man. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? One small slip up, now you jabbed. One small slip up, now you chipped. You know what I'm saying? That's got to be at the forefront of our minds and our decision making, man. You know,
Yeah.
you could be in a situation like yourself, man. You was in a situation, with a little shawty or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And a unrighteous man, a man who wasn't about this truth like you, he could have compromised himself for that woman. So now, let's say he in a relationship with the woman, and then 5 months later, the jab's out in Houston. You know what I'm saying? It's now
Mm-hmm.
they got the National Guard out in Houston saying, everyone come get your jab. Now your girl is going to get the jab, and she dragging you to get it, but because you done invested so much time and energy into this little shorty right here, now you don't want to waste your quote unquote return on investment. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So now you following after her spirit, man. Now you going to get
Facts.
jabbed up too. And if you get that jab, man, I'm gonna
Fuck.
just say it, man. You get that jab, you getting that chip. I'm gonna just
Yeah,
say
that's
it.
bro. That's what bro. I made a fucking little 4 or 5 minute video, and I was like, bro, I said in the video, and I'm gonna drop it either today, probably tomorrow. But I said, look, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. If you're not right spiritually, there's no point in you not taking the vac, bro. Like, there's literally no point because you're
Mhm.
gonna be lost in the fucking world. You're gonna be lost in the wilderness. Or if you, let's say, you do, go through a camp, you're not going where you need to go. So it's like, but it's like there's no point in you not taking the vac. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly,
But
exactly.
one damn, bro, I had a topic that I was gonna tell you about. But one thing that you said that was true is that, with a woman, how you said you have that investment.
Mm-hmm,
It's just like
mm-hmm,
the same thing as when you invest in a woman and you can't break up with her because she's a thought or she's treating you like shit. But
mm-hmm,
now, instead of it just being something where you lose your money, you lose your sanity, now you losing your resting place because most of
mm-hmm.
these women are gonna take it, bro. I be telling I
Yeah,
forgot I
yeah.
be telling my boy Ron. I be telling my boy Ron, what's good, D Games? I be telling my boy Ron, I said, look, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. More men in these days is gonna make it to the kingdom than women. By far, bro. You know what I'm saying? And the thing that a lot of men don't realize, and this is why, what's his name? What's that doctor name? Dr. Fauci or Fossey or
Dr. Fauci.
Fauci or whatever the fuck his
Yeah,
name
yeah,
is.
yeah.
He's trying to play it on the black woman, like, oh, the black woman,
Mm-hmm,
she made the jab because
mm-hmm.
these simp dudes, these weak-minded dudes, like, oh, well, my baby took it. All right, fuck it, I'm gonna take it. And most guys don't have the emotional discernment or the emotional discipline to realize that, hey, your chick, she's gonna lead you down the wrong path because one, she's not even spiritual, so she's being
Mm-hmm.
spiritually led by the opposition, and you don't even fucking know it.
Yo, that's true, bro. That's true. I'll say this though. You know what I'm saying? I think the ratio of men that's gonna make it to the kingdom is greater than the ratio of women. But I think more women are gonna make it just strictly off of numbers. You gotta think about it, man. 4-1,
True,
7 women shall clean to one man. You know what I'm saying?
true.
That's talking about the elect men of the most high. That's not talking about just some nigga in the world, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
talking
that's
about the
true, that's
elect
true.
man. So the woman are gonna make it just off of the sheer, because the woman, for the kingdom, the woman gonna need to be there to bring forth the nation, man. You know what I'm saying? They're
Yes,
gonna be they're
facts.
gonna be because men in the kingdom, man, we gonna have, we're not gonna be on some, Babylon shit of having one wife. That ain't gonna be that. It ain't gonna be that way in the kingdom, bro. You know what
Hey,
I'm saying?
what's
We
good,
gonna.
ref?
It was good. It was good, King Ref. We gonna be in the kingdom, man. We gonna have multiple wives, man. So it's like the women are gonna need to be there, to bring forth the nation of Israel and the kingdom. But I agree with you that the ratio of men to women is gonna be much greater for the men because the women gonna take that shot, man. They gonna take
Facts.
it, and the men who follow after they woman and haven't left the world and are too invested in their woman and not in the Most High, they gonna
Mm-hmm.
take it too because they following after her because they want to keep what they got in this society, man. And that's why the scriptures say, "Woe unto the rich, man," because
Right.
when you got things when you're invested in the society, you got things you want to keep. You're gonna do whatever saying Esau tell you to do. You know what I'm saying, to be able to take care of that, man. You know what I'm saying. You got a whole bunch of cars, you got a whole bunch of jewelry, you got a whole bunch of money, chains, whatever, man. You got all these hoes you trying to manage. You got a wife, you got 2 wives, you got 4 kids, man. Whatever it is that you got, you gonna be in the mindset of, man, I don't want to lose this. So
Facts.
I'm gonna do what I need to do in order to just get by. And that's you, man. I'm not saying that you could take the. I'm not saying that. I'm not the most high. I can't judge, man. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? I can't judge on that kind of a level.
Right.
So I can't tell you if you're gonna make it or not. If you take the vax or take the shot, man, I can't tell you that. But if you take the chip, you damn sure ain't gonna
Yeah,
make it.
yeah. You
You
done.
know what I'm saying? You finished. But you take the shot, man. I can't tell you whether or not. But why even play with the Most High like that? Why even try it?
Facts. Yeah, and one thing, this is my personal opinion. If this is like a prerequisite to the mark, I feel like whatever's in that vac is gonna make you more susceptible to take the mark, bro. That's just my opinion. A lot of people may think differently, but it just kind of makes sense for it to be kind of like something that's gonna like lower your spirit. You kind of get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, 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 yeah. I mean, it's funny that you mentioned that, bro, because a scientist came out the other day talking about how the vax or the shot, my bad, the shot, was going is going to be, you know, one of the things from the targets of the shot is to target, our pineal gland, which for
Yeah, I
anybody
seen
who's
that.
into that, third eye spiritual stuff, the pineal gland is, deep within the inner layer of your brain. You know what I'm saying? Which is they say is your spiritual connection, your quote unquote God gene, or something like that.
Right.
So it would make sense that the vaccine would target that, especially for who they targeting with the vaccine. Everywhere you go, where you see the vaccine, you see who needs it the most, the quote unquote minorities. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? The Israelites. You know what I'm saying? And
Right. Right.
it
Right.
started out as the Chinese. Now it's us that need to take the
Hmm.
vaccine, that need to take the shot, man.
And it's
So you
funny
know
you.
what they're doing.
Oh, now go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was just wrapping up, bro.
Yeah, and one thing that's funny you mentioned that, bro, and this is why I always tell people, like, it's the Most High's knowledge when multiple people keep telling you the same shit. I was
Mm-hmm.
watching something by Chronicles of Judah because I follow him on Patreon, and he was
Yeah,
breaking
yeah, yeah.
down what's called the Blue Man, aka the Black Man. He was talking about how
Mm-hmm.
like Kanye West was like a MK Ultra slave or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he was saying how in that video he broke down that when one of the old what's up, Ref?
Oh,
What
what's
was good?
good, fellas?
What's
Yeah,
good? What's good, King Ref? What's good, bro?
Man,
yeah,
it sucks. I got work in an hour, but
yeah.
yeah,
It's
I
all
could
good. We're
feel
gonna do it
like
again
20
next week
minutes.
though.
Hey, man, who-
But yeah, bro, what I was saying is he said that in the video at the end when they had the little black dude from Get Out strapped up, the old man, he said, I want your eye. And if you just a regular viewer, you think he said eye, oh, he wants his body parts, his organs, his eyes. But Judah broke it down like, nah, he wants your eye, meaning your third eye. Because the one
mm-hmm.
reason why a lot of, so-called black men or minorities are such prized is because of that spiritual connection. When they
Absolutely.
say that you can only find the kingdom through Jacob, we all know who Jacob truly is, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the reason
Mm-hmm.
why a lot of us can talk about this spiritual shit is because that's what our pineal gland is truly, like that's why we so connected. And the thing is that they want these so-called minorities to take it because they want to spiritually block your fucking blessings. And if your spirit is low, if your spirit is weak, it's gonna be a lot easier for you to take the mark, bro. That's just how it is. Even out of all the groups of my friends, the men who aren't spiritual, they're the ones who say, "Oh yeah, bro, I can't wait till the vac come. I can't wait till the shot come, man. I can't wait till things get back to normal." Whereas as my
Mm-hmm.
bros, who's a lot more spiritual, they're kind of like on the fence about shit. And even with the women, if you notice, a lot of the women who are a little bit more spiritual, they're a lot more hesitant to take the vac than just the average person out there.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. When it's funny that you mentioned the spiritual side with Jacob, man. The scriptures clearly state that he shows his laws, his statutes, and his judgments unto Jacob. He hath not dealt with no other nation. So it's funny. So it's like when you connect it all, bro, and you see who these Zionists is targeting with this shot, man. And you see today that all the reports are coming out saying that we gotta get the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And specifically they want the elect of Jacob, man. That's what they want because 2/3, you know what I'm saying, in the world, man, they gonna take it anyway. What Esau wants is what these Zionists, these Revelations 2 and 9ers, man, what they want is the elect. They want the ones who are, or the hopeful elect. They want the ones who are, kind of conscious, kind of waking up, kind of, raising their quote unquote third eye, for lack of better words, like
Right,
Judah was saying, bro. That's who they really want. You know what I'm saying? So that's why they strict in targeting that. And when you put it all together, man, it's clear as day to see it when you're looking through the right lens.
right. You got anything to add, Ref?
Man, I mean, y'all came out the gate spitting fire, man.
Hey man, hey.
I gotta process it, but yeah, when it comes to like, it's obvious we're targeted.
Mhm.
Like I remember a few weeks ago, someone sent me this. Probably 2 weeks ago, someone sent me this link showing a black slave invented vaccines, and then they say a black woman is the first taking the coronavirus. Like, it's
Mhm.
obvious who they're targeting, you
Right.
know,
Absolutely,
and they
absolutely.
target us first because once we do it, it becomes popular, you
Hmm.
know.
Facts, bro. That's why
Hmm.
the one guy was talking about, oh, LeBron James, we're trying to push for you to take the vac, because motherfuckers be worshiping LeBron, bro. Like
Oh man,
for real, bro. And
Man,
and
we
you,
we just spoke about that today, man.
oh,
man, we
for real.
was just
One
chopping
one
it up
of,
about that, bro.
one of the predictions I had a few weeks ago, you could ask Swint, you
Hmm.
know, I said, yo, they're gonna have LeBron be the face of this vaccine thing, man.
Mm,
Hmm.
true.
Hmm.
And now they're
Hmm.
like, LeBron, like LeBron gotta, stand up, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
And speaking, I want to touch on the idol worship thing. The idol worship thing is so serious right now because despite everything that's going on in 2020, people still have a strong sense of idol worship, you
Facts.
know. And
Hmm.
if you have a strong sense of idol worship, you're not gonna, you're not gonna be in a position to remove yourself from the world, because the idol worship and things that relate to it are things that are extremely worldly. So it's gonna be hard for you to detach. Like me and Swint, we talk about it all the time. Like 2020 was a blessing, you know.
Absolutely, a great year.
It was a blessing,
Facts.
you know. I was able to find, even though I met you this year, Young High Flyers, bro. I can say this firmly. Even though I've only been talking to you for months, you're more solid than people I've known for over a year, over 2 years, over
Respect,
5
bro.
years.
I
You know,
respect that, bro.
yeah, because it's like you're genuine. You're sincerely trying to grow. You know, whereas a lot of people they're lukewarm. Like you
Right.
can't afford to be lukewarm right now.
Yeah, man. That's true. And one thing you gotta understand too is like if somebody is lukewarm in a certain part of their life, then they're more than likely lukewarm when it comes to their faith, bro. Because whatever you do in like your daily thing, it's just gonna be what is it called what is it called magnified when it comes to like more important shit. And I'm not throwing no names out there, nothing like that. But I just sit back and I watch a lot of people, and a lot of the people who have like their word is here one day, their word is there one day. I notice when it comes to their faith, they're the exact same shit. You know, like me, I take this shit seriously, bro. Like I do the Sabbath every fucking Friday, bro. I even fast once a month, bro. I'm not the best when it comes to reading my Bible. I read it like once or twice a week, but I'm always staying in this video, staying in the knowledge, bro, because like it's some shit that happened to me where I cannot be lukewarm, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been tempted by the dark side. I've seen the Freemasons. I had Jezebels in my fucking house, bro. I had spiritual warfare shit going on, bro. So it's like I got to take this shit serious. And then I know a lot of people, they look up to me and they think that I'm somebody that they want to model. So it's like, bro, the most thing that I want to be consistent with. If I'm not consistent with anything in my life, I'm consistent with the Most High, bro. Because that's the only thing that fucking matters, bro.
That's true. At the end of the day, man, you know, we got to put our focus on things that are going to grant us salvation.
Right.
You know, and before I go on that, I want to talk real quick about the black woman with the jab with the shot. I wanted to highlight something real quick because it's so spiritual when you connect it to the garden, man, and and what's going on today, and how history just repeats itself and the spirit never dies. When you look at that you look at a still picture of that of the black woman receiving that shot. You had the black woman giving it, the black woman doctor or nurse or whatever, giving it to the black woman that was sitting down, and then you had to the left of her or to the right of her, you had the which I'm sure, well, which I did some research. That was a Jewish hospital, so that I'm sure that person, that the white man that was standing next to her, was a two-anon, was a Zionist, was a fake. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
you had the serpent, you had the physical manifestation of the devil. You know what I'm saying? Standing right next to the black woman, who she idolizes the physical manifestation of the devil, just like in the garden. She's choosing to, well, it's tricky to relate it straight.
Nah, I see what you're saying.
Did you
I
see
see
what I mean?
exactly.
Yeah,
I see what you mean by that, man.
exactly, bro.
I wanna add on to that, bro. So on IG today, I made a post about Omari Hardwick's wife and how that's a transgender. And I'm not one of them people that call anyone who's in the spotlight transgender. I'm not like that. Some of them are actual real women, you know, because in order for the spell to work, they gotta blend the two.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like if you look at Dan Bazarian's chicks, some of them might be transgender, some of them might be real women, you know, because it makes it blend. It's easier to blend in a fake woman around with real woman,
Like Megan Thee
especially if
Stallion.
they have enough work.
True.
Because that's how the movies are done. They blend the real with the fake. So they'll have a fake storyline like Spider-Man fights Doc Ock or something. But the real storyline is New York City's going to be attacked by some eight-legged alien in
Right.
10 years from now. That's the real storyline, you know?
I get you.
So I made a post and this chick is trying to like debate with me about it. Like she's trying to tell me, check your DM and all this, right? I checked my DM And she's like, how can a woman, be pregnant? And I'm like, you could fake this.
Facts.
You get what I'm saying? You can fake this, man. And I didn't want to bring this up, on this stream, but I felt like it connected with what Swint was saying. Because if I was King Ref, PhD, or by the white man standards, she'd take my word a lot more seriously.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. And
If a
that's
white dude said the same thing, she'd take it more seriously.
Exactly.
yeah, and that's what I said. I said when I was on live with Ice Turner. I said the reason why most women don't respect black men is because one, they don't respect their dad who's black, but two, their dad is actually the government, which is in their opinion the white man. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So like, it trickles down to the dating, bro. Because I follow these guys on YouTube. I'm actually gonna drop a video of my 5 best dating coaches. Shout out to Professor because I think he top 5, but. What I was gonna say is that in the dating game, like there's a guy who's a white guy, he's like a Russian dude, and I use the exact same openers as him, but the females respond 10 times differently. And I know people are like, oh, bro, that racism shit is not true. It's not true. I'm like, bro, you gotta understand, bro. When you're demonized and when the world is flipped upside down, the man that you see as a good man, you're not gonna take him seriously, bro. And this is what I told you guys in the chat. I was like, bro, that chick was perfect. She was, brown skin. She looked good. She was short, but I could just tell because I'm a guy who's not a fucking thug. I'm not a dumbass dude. I'm a righteous dude. Whatever it is with her spirit, it's just not gonna mesh, bro. And even I was thinking to myself like, this bitch will fall in love with me, bro. I guarantee you. But because she's so blinded by this programming, she can't really see what's in front of her. She can't really see true value. She's looking at, oh, what's his skin tone? How tall is he? How muscular is he? What kind of car does he got? Oh,
Yo,
go ahead.
I'm about to break that down, bro. Since
Yeah, go ahead.
we're on that topic, you know me, so I'm about to dissect this thing real quick.
Go ahead, bro. Go
But
ahead.
yeah, like real talk, bro. It could have been all of those things, but the biggest factor was the fact that you wasn't worldly, man. That was
Yeah,
the
that's what I
biggest
think it
factor.
was too.
You
That's
wasn't worldly, bro.
That's what I was telling Swints, because like, when you spiritual, it's like you try to come up with these reasons to rationalize why it didn't work out. And I just knew immediately when she told me she took COVID seriously, I'm like, oh, we're not gonna mess spiritually. It is what it
Absolutely.
is.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Exactly, man. And that's the thing right there that a lot of guys they just don't understand.
Yeah.
Like when you're a man that's really about something. I'm not talking about the lukewarm brothers, because the lukewarm brothers, they always seem to find somebody.
Right.
It,
Facts, bro.
Because it's two like spirits, bro. And
Facts.
you got two lukewarm people, man. I mean, the woman that says she believes in quote unquote God, you know what I'm saying? Which that's not God's name, but the woman who says that she believes in quote unquote God, she basically she basically does what thou wilt 6 days a week.
Facts.
She goes to praise Jesus.
Hey,
And then
it's funny that chick was a Christian too.
I'm not surprised, bro.
She said, yeah. I was
spirit.
talking to her about shit, and she's like, yeah. She said, oh, what you do for Christmas? I'm like, oh yeah. By the way, I'm gonna probably go to church on Sunday, and I was like, oh shit.
There you go, bro. There you go. There you go. There you go, man. It never fails, man. It never fails. It never fails. So when you're a man who's really holding on to principle, she's afraid of that because you're gonna challenge her mentally, and they don't like to be challenged at all costs, man. They want to stay comfortable. They don't want to be challenged at all, bro.
Exactly. Like I always mention about, like the collapse. Like, even though that's more of like Freeport's lane, as far as like the whole collapse, a lot of women in America, they be in their feelings, but they haven't actually physically suffered. So if you look at places around the world, dudes are cutting their wives up on the street for cheating. That stuff don't happen in America.
Yeah.
So the treatment is gonna be better, even though you're more likely to have like a Pablo spirit ass woman from another place. So let me use this example. Like, you're going through all these hoops and holes, to deal with a chick in America. But you go to Colombia, this chick is a bona fide killer, and she's gonna cook and clean for you. You get what I'm saying? So when I hear stuff like that, how a chick will literally kill for you in another country, how can you expect less, bro?
Exactly.
That's why. And I wasn't trying to like be disrespectful by saying it, but like don't even focus on dating because like it's like the standard that the hand we're dealt with in Babylon right now. Now, if it falls on your lap, it falls on your lap. Most High just does things like that, but you shouldn't be trying to yearn for it, man. Because at the end of the day, the type of man you are, and at the age that you're at, their own mothers won't be able to see the value. Never mind them. You get what I'm saying? So
and I wanted to break that shit down, bro, because you know it's funny as fuck. I had a thought, man. I was thinking today because one of my goals is I want to be a spiritual man. Like I'll read the Bible and I see dudes like Elijah and Samuel, Noah. I'm like, damn, that's a tight thing, and I feel like I'm on that path. But today, man, I was rationalizing. I'm like, damn, what's up with this chick? And man, I kid you not, man, I had a thought. I'm like, you know, the reason why you probably get a lot less pussy now, even though you're a more confident, validated man, is simply because you're more spiritual. And kid you not, bro, I look at my clock and that shit was at 144, and I'm like, oh, it just has to be, bro, because every single thing I do, bro, it doesn't matter what it is. It's just like it's like an example. I'll use an example. Before I found the Most High, bro, I was doing a job. I was selling a solar, and I was seeing a lot of dudes was getting fucked over, like, you know, because they were just lying. They was doing all type of shit. So I'm doing a job. I'm a great salesman. I'm running into people, but for some reason, man, they just don't got credit, or for some reason their roof is fucked up, or for some reason, you know, shit just was just fucking up. And I'm like, yo, that's just probably a sign from the Most High that I shouldn't be doing this shit. So I keep meeting these chicks, and I know that I'm out of these bitches' league, but it doesn't work out. It's just a sign, like, to be honest, bro, these women are for the birds, bro. Like, you know what I mean? It's just not really worth it. If you're a spiritual dude and you find yourself struggling today, even though you have everything, it's probably not you, bro. It's probably that your spirit is too clean for them to even want to fuck with, because you're too much of a light and they're in the dark too much. It's just not gonna work out.
exactly, you're a mirror. So, and they try to shame you, bro. Like for example, like the example I used earlier, like with the chick when I was having that debate with the chick, she tried to tell me, "Well, I took school for bio." Who cares, man? You get what I'm saying? Who cares? Like,
Right.
You don't know about the human body.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So at the end of the day, we as men who's really about this truth, man, the reason why, one of the biggest reasons why a lot of women, they can't get with you is because even if they want to, even if they're close to wanting you, they know that their friends won't accept you, which means they don't really see your value. They just wet for you. But that's a convo for another day. But and their family won't accept you. So why would I want to be with a man that's not going to be accepted by my family?
Right.
You know, these chicks they'll deal with guys like thug niggas that aren't accepted by the family either, but they'll show him off to the friends.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But your situation is different. Because I've had chicks like me in the past, but the thing is, they didn't want to show me off to their family. They didn't want to show me off to their friends, because it's like I'm so far removed from the world that she's not willing to deal with the repercussions of going against the world. So she's afraid to leave. It's not that per se she's afraid to leave. She's afraid to fully deal with you. It's more so about the fact of the repercussions of dealing with someone like you.
True.
You know, whether it's to be forced to grow up, whether it's to be forced to be separated from her family and her friends. You know, she's forced to be in that position. And
Yeah.
I could tell, after chopping it up with you guys, like we've been in positions where we're not trying to be men of the world. We're just men that simply live in it.
Yeah,
So by
yeah.
us going against the grain at the age that we're at, not only is it powerful, but it's gonna alienate us from other men of the truth
Everybody.
as well.
Yep.
That's true. That's true. Because they're gonna be. It's like by social. It's like guilty by association, and that's the spirit right there, bro. Because right as soon as you said it, I was just having that thought in my head, bro. So all praises for that. The thing about it is, it's like just her being associated with you, she's gonna be looked at as quote unquote crazy by default. So
Exactly,
she may be
bro.
accepting of you, bro. She
Mm-hmm.
may be accepting of you, but
Mm-hmm.
she's not ready to, to have that revealed to others. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She still
And
wants to appeal worldly to other people. Go
yeah,
ahead.
yeah, and that's that lukewarm shit, bro. It's
Mhm.
and one thing, man, and this comes back to because this is just she just like a one example, but I always come back to my old chick, man, because long story short, her relationship helped me get led to the Most High. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. Mhm.
And when I had found the Most High, I had like a little instinct to just send out a little message or whatever to her. Cause I hadn't talked to her for like 4 or 5 months. They're gonna call me a simp and all this bullshit. You know how they be. But when I was talking to her, I was telling her I pretty much had a heart to heart with her about the virus, you know what I'm saying, and about what was to happen. It was like in August, right? And I know for a fact, bro, I put it on my life. Like she heard everything I said. She understood everything that I was telling her. She's like, what's gonna happen? The end of the world? I'm like, yeah, pretty much. and she was just like, damn, da 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 da. And I was like, look, you need to do something. I don't do this for everybody, but I fuck with you. And I said, look, watch this movie called The Matrix. It's gonna break down exactly what I'm talking about. If you watch this movie, The Matrix, I could help you and I could help save you and your family. So she didn't look at it, right? She didn't look at it, you know what I'm saying? She blocked me on Twitter. She did all this shit, right? And the thing you need to understand was when she was with me, she had the best times of her life. She graduated college. She was changing her life. She was starting to do her YouTube shit. She was following me. She was following my footsteps. And then, bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I seen her page a week ago, and then she posted some female shit. She said, "Oh, I caught COVID. COVID tried to kill me, but it couldn't kill me because I'm a bad bitch." I'm like, bro, like, bro, you
Well,
went from
I want to touch on that.
What the hell? What the hell?
I'm like, yo, you the most like that's like the most like feminist liberal woman shit I ever heard. I'm like, bro, you were so fucking close. You don't even know where you. And I'm like, bro, I talked to my
That's
friend. I'm
that.
like, bro, she backslid so much, bro. She's done, bro.
That's
She's
that
Yo,
fucking
yo,
Hollywood
done.
shit,
I
man.
want to touch on that, man. It's like me and Swimp be talking about guardian angel theory, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Guardian angel, like you're the little light in their life, and they like it, but at a certain point they can't take it. So when they depart from you, it's like they become worse.
Yeah, she, bro. Like I'm like, damn. I'm like, yeah, she fucked up, and she met some other dude who was like a fucking simp, bro. I'm like, yeah, you just like you
That's
fuck.
how it
I'm like,
always
bro,
be.
yeah, you just fucked up. I don't know, bro. It's crazy. Now, don't get me wrong. She wanted me to be in a relationship with her, and I couldn't. But it's just like I look at her. I'm like, yo, like you was so close, bro. You literally had the
Mhm.
fucking answer to the kingdom and everything, and now you just fucked up, man. It's
It
it's crazy.
it is, man. It is. But hey, you gotta let them suffer. On the flip side to that is you're gonna have people that are in your, what's the word I can use?
Like circle.
I won't say circle per se, but they're just around,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
trying to see you level up in a worldly sense. That's why, bro. I ain't gonna cap, bro. Unless it's a few people that I know that's like really solid. I don't like getting that text about how are you,
Hmm.
because it's just those texts, especially from chicks, bro. They're set there to like gauge where you're at. Ooh,
Right.
did he level up? Did he get a Dodge Challenger? Like stuff like that.
Right.
You feel me? It's not out of being genuine, like, yo, how are you? Like, you good, young high flyers? No, it's like, hey, how are you? Checking on you every few months to
Yeah.
see like did he level up on a worldly level? Because
Yeah.
they'll love rocking with you when they see you leveling up on a worldly level. They don't care what your beliefs are. If you have $1 million in a Benz, oh man, I'll be down to be Israelite. I mean, I respect it. You know, you doing your thing, bro. But if you're like, nah, I ain't trying to be of this world. Well, damn, nigga, what's wrong with you? You ain't got no ambition. I
Right.
hate that
Yeah,
Yeah,
noise,
yeah,
right,
yeah. I
bro.
hate that. And
Yeah,
that's one thing too. And that's what we had that convo last week about, who man is like, and I be around those people and they're like, yeah, bro, like why the fuck aren't you buying these nice shoes and why you don't give a fuck, man? And a lot of people don't associate me because I'm not trying to level up in a worldly view, but they don't understand like my mind and my spirit has leveled up so much that just you being around me is gonna go to you. You know what I'm saying? Like people are so stuck in the world that they can't really see true value, bro. And the one thing that I have to just come to grips, bro, with the Most High is that no matter how much of a great position I'm in, the world will never ever show me acceptance because even though I'm I'm a high level spiritually, worldly, I'm just an average nigga. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
there's
yeah.
no way that women are gonna ever give me the credit. Society's gonna give me the credit. The cops gonna give me the credit because I'm not of the world. They'll never, even though I'm doing shit that is worldly, like rapping and shit, they'll never truly like rock with me because even in my raps, I be talking about the Most High and what's gonna happen
Mhm.
with these shots and shit like that. You know?
and I want to
Yo,
respond to that. I want to respond to that by saying that that's very, very, very important that you mentioned that. And here's the thing, bro. Even on a worldly sense, you're still powerful.
True.
The problem is they can't benefit off of it.
Yeah.
That's the thing, bro. Because let's use Aleister Crowley. Jay-Z's a billionaire, Kanye West is a billionaire. If Aleister Crowley said, yo, give up Blue Ivy, give up Northwest, you got a week. Them niggas have to do it.
Facts.
This is Aleister Crowley we talking about, man. They'll cry, they bawl their alls out. They'll cry, shed a hell of tears. Oh, that's my kid, man. I already done sacrificed 10 kids to get this one. They still got to give it up. So even in Hollywood, the spiritual base is deeper than the money. You get what I'm saying? So with that being said, bro, and another thing too, I call this the drive-by theory. A lot of people they'll rock with a guy like you and me, but it's only on a drive-by.
Yeah.
It's
Here,
only
come
by
and go type shit.
yeah, exactly. Like I'll chill with you once every 2 years type of thing,
Mm-hmm.
and then go about the world. You get what I'm saying? And I could tell that you know all three of us men on a panel, because I think we've made reference to this in the past. Like we're like infamous. We're not famous, but we're infamous. So
Yeah.
people know of us. People might be a fan of us, but they're not gonna associate with you in the light of day. So like if me like I could just tell like if I met Swit in public, it's gonna be all love. If I met
Facts.
you in public, it's gonna be all
Facts,
love. But
facts.
some people they don't even have it in them to do that. If they see you in this is gonna sound funny, but we're like the side hoes in niggas' lives, bro.
Yeah.
Nah, real talk. Like when you're
Yeah.
truly a man of truth, you are like a side chick.
Yeah. Yeah, I could just tell because I went to Cali last week, and my guys like, oh, you in Cali, bro? Come through, come through, come through. And all these people know everything about me. Like, oh yeah, I seen you doing the rap shit. I see you doing the YouTube shit. I'm like, damn, bro, I ain't hear shit from you 3 months. How the fuck you be following my shit, but you don't support my shit? It's like, bro, like, and then it made me understand it's like the shit I talk about. There's no way they would support me because they don't have a third of the balls to even be able to deal with the ridicule and to deal with the backlash. Because I posted this shit about Christianity. This little clip with the Boondocks about how Christmas was a pagan holiday. I posted that, and I know a lot of people see it's like, yo, this is some crazy shit. But they're not gonna be like, oh yeah, bro, I believe in what you're saying. I'm not gonna do it because they're too fucking scared, man. I'm gonna tell
Mhm.
you like this. There's a lot of reasons why people are gonna take the jab, but I say the reason why most people are gonna take the jab is because somebody they knew took it, and they don't want to be seen as an outcast.
That's true. That's true. That's
Mark
true.
two, the Mark two.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's
man,
true.
and that's the thing right there. As far as like people, people are. I don't even like saying this, even to my own supporters, but a lot of them are cowards, man. Because it's like we're not telling you to be in the front lines with ref. You get what I'm
Right,
saying? We're not
right.
asking for that, but a little show of support. Like I'll never forget it, Young High Flyers, bro. I had an IG model, bro. I told Dub and Swint this months ago. It was this chick. It, y'all could Google her up or whatever. It was Curvy Redbone.
Mm.
This chick named Curvy Redbone. Now on her old page, she had like 500,000 followers. And like when I used to be posting in my stories on my King Ref 3 account, I used to be asking little questions and and she used to be like, man, keep doing your thing. I like the content. She'll never follow me. She'll never follow me, bro. But this was an IG model that was lurking through my page. So you never know who you could reach, bro. Like I had little pumps, I think former manager, check through my stories.
Mm.
Like I've had record execs look at my IG stories, man. So you can't underestimate the level of reach you have by just being a man of truth. You can't. You can't.
Yeah, that's true.
But they're gonna do is watch. Most
Facts.
people is just gonna watch. For example, I could post. I mean, obviously before I got shadow banned like crazy, but on my King Ref 3 account about maybe 4 to 5 months ago, I'll post a video. It'll get 30 likes, but 800 views.
Yeah, man.
Mhm.
Yeah, man. And it's crazy too, because I posted a rap and that shit got like 200 views, but like 30 likes. And I'm like, damn, like y'all motherfuckers really look. And the crazy thing is I'm not talking shit about nobody, but I realized that I became the black sheep without even realizing that I was the black sheep. Like I was just speaking my mind and speaking my truth. And now I see why the reason why a lot of people who used to fuck with me, a lot of people who used to like rock with me, like they don't even talk to me no more. And it's not like, oh, I can't talk with you because of this. They just stop, you know. They just stop. And and one thing you said about with that curvy chick is I see this shit with people who are my so-called friends, you know what I'm saying? We'll be on the phone, we'll be talking, we'll be this and that. But then whenever it comes to them like trying to post my shit on Instagram or show me love, they don't do it. And
Mhm.
I don't got
Mhm.
nothing against it. You know, people got different levels to this shit. But I see it like this, bro. I'm a true motherfucker. I'll rock with a motherfucker to the day I die. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? So
Facts.
imagine if let's say example, there's a shot, right? And I got a gun or something and I'm trying to protect myself. And yet, you know what I'm saying, you rock with me over the phone, but you're not rocking with me in person for other people to see. How the
Mhm.
fuck could I trust you to be in my inner circle when shit is dire when you can't even support me right now? You know what I'm saying? Like
Exactly.
those are the people who probably gonna fucking sell you out. Those are people who like you know how Jacob's brothers sold him to slavery. Those are the same people who will probably sell you to a FEMA camp because yeah they agree with everything you said, but they not willing to rock with you. And if you're not rocking with me, I know you're not rocking with the Most High like that, bro. Because you gotta live the truth, bro. You can't just think about the truth and do it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta live that shit. And that's why I be so careful who the fuck I talk to, and I can kind of tell who's who. I don't never tell them this, but I just keep them in their proper position. And I think to myself like, yeah, I can't rock with you, bro, because you cool with me 1 second, but when it comes to like actually being cool with me around other people, you know what I'm saying? You one of these niggas who talking shit, or you one of these niggas who not even like showing any love.
Exactly. Like the drop I put out today, man. As far as acceptable rebellion, like what we do is unacceptable rebellion because there's no clout chasing. Like I remember I had a conversation with Freeport about this. Like if Lil Wayne said, "Man, self actualization is a dope concept," niggas will hit my DMs like, yo, your ideas is blowing up, bro. Yo, can I get a consultation?" They wouldn't see the value in my consultation without the cosign of the world, which means they didn't really see the value of it, man. What we do is not acceptable rebellion, bro. Like I said earlier, And Swint quoted this: "Can you be king ref for a day? No, you can't. You know, it's
Mm,
deeper than just having a mind. You know, it's about, I won't say
Scrutiny.
than having a mind, but it's more than just having the intelligence. Like, it's about having firm mental fortitude. You know,
Right.
mm, mm,
we all had
mm.
to walk away from situations that you could say on a worldly level that we knew would satisfy us in a moment, you know, and we had to walk away from it, whether it was women, whether it was certain job positions or whatnot. We have to take this truth seriously, man.
Yeah, we
It's
do.
deeper than just being smart and just knowing scriptures and knowing information. You live in it, bro.
Facts.
You gotta really embody what this truth actually means. And it's I wanted to hit on something that Young Hot Flyers was talking about with the brother stuff because the script it's even prophesized in the scripture, man. You know what I'm saying that Egyptians will be against the Egyptians in that day, and of course we know. Now you got some people that want to say that this is Egypt. I'm not gonna get on that. That's a whole nother conversation for another day. But we know that spiritually, this place is alike. It's like modern day Egypt spiritually. That's
Right.
why Babylon is likened unto modern day Egypt in the spirit. The scriptures even say, "I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight. They shall fight everyone against his brother." Man, you know what I'm saying? When Yahweh Shah returns, he said that a man's foe shall be there of his own household. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be people that claim to
That
be
you
your
know and
brother
love. Yeah.
that you know and love, that's gonna be at variance with you, man. When you really about this truth, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you really embody the spirit, because when they start coming out with some of these provisions that they're
Right.
gonna make for society, and you not taking it, they're gonna be they're gonna be the first one to sell you out. Because
That's why that Karen shit is so fucking popular right now.
exactly. That's why it is, bro. Because
Yeah.
that's a prerequisite for what's coming down the line, man.
And
Next
that's
thing you
why,
know,
yeah, and that's why I be telling these young brothers, I'm like, yo, bro, they like, yeah, man, I ain't gonna take it. I ain't gonna go to school. My mom gonna write me. I'm like, bro, look, I know your mom love you and all this shit, bro. But look, bro, like, you need to understand something, bro. A lot of these people is brainwashed, and when it comes down to it, bro, if there's a fucking plate of food or a big ass plate of food, and they say, look, you take the jab, you get this food, but if you don't take
mhm,
it and you don't rat him out, you don't get it. I guarantee you, people who's carnal, who's worldly, they'll rat you out in a fucking second. And
in
that's
a second,
why I gotta keep my distance. And this is one thing a lot of you guys don't understand because there's a lot of principles with the red pill. You know, there's not trusting the female nature. There's the red pill with your friends, the red pill with your boss. There's a red pill a lot of things. But if you look at it, all those red pills is preparing you for the end times. Because if you didn't know that your friends will rat you out, then when they start giving these jabs, you need to know that your friends is probably gonna rat you out. They're not gonna be there for you. Same thing with a
exactly,
woman. If your woman
exactly,
is wishy washy, she's probably gonna rat you out for the mark. Same thing with your boss. If you're not taking the vac, they don't give a fuck about you. They're gonna fire you in a second. You gotta be prepared for that. But you know what I'm saying? If you don't have a full red pill lens where you can see everything and why you need it, then you gonna make one mistake. And if you make one mistake, you done.
Hey, bro, it's funny that you say that with your own people ratting you out, man, and how you're gonna be in that kind of situation. The Book of Second Esdras 16 and 40. Oh, my people, hear my word. Make you ready to the battle. And those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth, man. We're gonna have to be like pilgrims, man. You know what I'm saying? When it gets to that time period, we can't be in one place relying on worldly people. We're gonna have to be like pilgrims. We're gonna be moving and shaking, man. We're gonna be on the run. We're gonna be on the move. Now, unless they take it to a FEMA camp, which hey, if they do
Right.
that, then they
It
do
is
that.
what it is.
But it
Yeah.
is what it is. Whatever our lots be as men. Some of us are gonna have to die for this truth. Whatever
Facts.
our lots be as men, that's what we're gonna have to do. But some brothers are gonna be like pilgrims, man. You can't be relying on your brother, your sister, your cousin, your mom, your dad that's in the world to put more to see more value in what you're saying about don't take this, don't take this, don't do this, put your faith in the most high. They're gonna be thinking like, okay, where is this most high? Why? Because they don't understand the mysteries of these scriptures. They don't understand what's coming after this. They don't understand that Esau's in this world and Jacob is the beginning of the one that follow. Since they don't have that full concept of understanding, they're gonna be thinking, if this most high loves me so much, why is he putting me in this hell that I'm going through right now? Well, they haven't
Right.
read Jeremiah the 30th chapter, the 7th verse about Jacob's trouble, man, and how a
Yeah,
remnant is gonna be saved up out of it.
and I'm so glad you brought that up Man, I'm debating whether I should call out of work tonight.
Hey
Be
man,
like
we
that,
took
bro.
we took
I
you to
remember when you
school,
did
bro.
that. I remember you did that live with me and you, bro. That was like a 4-hour live, bro. I was supposed to leave after an hour and a half. I'm like, man, fuck it. I'm gonna just stay on.
Hey
But
man.
real talk, bro. Like, bro, they're turning on each other in COVID.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
COVID,
Mm-hmm.
Fact.
COVID,
That ain't
COVID is
shit.
like. First off, it's a fake disease, but this ain't the real
It's
tribulation,
like the
man.
first inning, bro. First out of 9 innings,
It's the
bro.
beginning of sorrows, man. Like Yahweh Shah said, the end is not yet. So we at the beginning of all the famine, the pestilence, the plagues. You know what I'm saying? The COVID is like CV. This is nothing,
It's
man.
like a fucking warm up.
Exactly. It's a warm up, man. Like the J. Cole album, the warm up. That's one of my favorite, projects. But you
Facts.
know what I'm saying? This the warm up, man, for what's really to come. You know, so we haven't seen true pestilence, true plagues. You know, we haven't seen true famine. You know, we saw a little bit of a food shortage here and there, but that ultimate famine, man, it's gonna be the famine of the word, man. That's gonna be the worst famine. That's why I say the
Facts.
game was not a famine of bread, not a famine of thirst. Well, that's gonna come too, but the famine of the word, man. You're not gonna be able to have access to men of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? The
Yeah.
deliverer of this message. You're not gonna have access to them, and that's gonna be where it really hits people.
And that's why I'm doing what I'm doing, man. Like, I know right now we're at like a calm before the storm, even though the storm is getting fucked up once these moratoriums and all this shit is over. It's gonna be pretty bad. But this is all I really tell people is like, and I'm gonna make a video, is like, you can't really take another man's words 100%, but you got to be able to take the teachings of another man so you can become your own source of knowledge and information. You know what I'm saying? 3-4 months ago, I was binge watching Professor MGTOW. I be binge watching Chronicles of Judah. I be binge watching. I binge watched y'all did earlier this year about preparing for the collapse, because I need to make sure my brain is you know what I'm saying, is full, because I know at one point they're gonna start censoring the internet. As communism becomes more and more and more, it's gonna be like China, where all this information, the shit's gonna be outlawed, and a lot of these dudes is taking this shit for granted, but they don't understand, like, bro, you gotta prepare yourself now, because you're not gonna have those tools at that moment. You just gotta become the tool. You gotta be able to make sure you can do shit. Cause think about it, bro. When a power shortage is out, when it's a food shortage, you can't go on your fucking phone and look up a 2-minute video, bro. You gotta remember shit. You gotta be so inclined with the spirit that the Most High is accessing your computer, because your subconscious is like a computer base, bro. So he's accessing that file to tell you, hey, look, make this right turn on this street, make this left turn, get out of Dodge. You know what I'm saying? This is what time it is. You gotta look at the sun and see what time of day it is. You gotta be able to read shit, because that phone, they want you so programmed on that phone that you lose your actual skills as a human being.
And it's funny, bro. I'm so glad that you mentioned, you know, having access to these kind of things now, man, because the scriptures say wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength and salvation. But if you don't have no wisdom and knowledge prior to all hell breaking loose, what do you have to be your stabilization during that day? You don't
Right.
have nothing, because you made your stabilization the government. You made your stabilization the white man's court system, taking brothers for child support and getting jamming brothers up in alimony and divorce court and all that bullshit. You made
Right.
your salvation the white man's economic system, his Federal Reserve note. You made your salvation your cars, your chains, your hoes. That's what you made. I mean, not your salvation. That's what you made your stability. You made that your stability, not this truth. You didn't make this
Facts.
truth your stability. So when all else fails and the devil comes down with his wrath, man, you know what I'm saying? No, he had a short time. He come down with his wrath, and all is being revealed on the earth. You not gonna have nothing to keep you sane in that day. So you're gonna go crazy. Niggas gonna be
Mm-hmm.
eating each other's children. Niggas gonna be eating
Mm-hmm.
each other. Niggas gonna be killing themselves. Niggas gonna be doing all kind of wicked, wild shit, man. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Because they don't have they don't have no true wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, which only comes through the Lord. This only comes through the Most High, man. That's it. Everything else in this world fades away. That's why the Apostle Paul said in 1 Corinthians, this world gonna pass away, man. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? This world is gonna be done with. The only thing that's going to carry on to the next kingdom is the elect men and women, the 144,000, along with the innumerable multitude, the 1/3, and this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. So that when that second covenant is established, in our inward parts, you know what I'm saying, we're carrying that into the kingdom. Everything else in this world, bro, is going to be gone, man.
Gone.
This shit going to be finished, man. So that's all you're going to have in that day, brothers. I'm passionate about this because I really want brothers to get this, man. You gotta really
Facts.
understand everything you got in this world is gonna fucking go, man. This shit gonna
Facts,
be
bro.
gone, man. All you
Yeah.
got is the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the Most High, man. Nothing else is gonna save you. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
and I'm a harp it on. I know Ref probably got something to say, bro. That shit was you spitting heat. But I'm gonna tell brothers in the chat. I always reinforce the same shit. Look, bro, you gotta prepare yourself right now, bro. Like when I was in that fucking time and I was spending time with my grandma, I'm not sitting here saying I won't see her again, but I know down the line I'm probably not gonna be able to see her again. You feel me? Like, and I gotta prepare myself mentally, like, okay, look, this might be my last call with my grandma. In my honest opinion, my mom, she's in Jamaica, so I can't even really see her because she's in another state. I'm in another country. I don't got a passport. The vax coming out. I'm probably not gonna see her. I'm already good with that. But
Mm.
I'm preparing myself to where all the people that I know and I love, I can detach myself from them mentally because I always tell brothers, bro, the biggest hindrance to you as a righteous man and just a man in general is your emotional attachments. If you look at Scarface, the reason why he got fucked up is because he couldn't let go of his sister, and she clouded his judgment when the killers came in and they fucked him up. You know what I'm saying? If you look at who else was it? You guys watch Wolf of Wall Street, right?
Yeah. I
If
just
you
seen
look
that.
at any movie, drug dealing movie, it doesn't matter. The most powerful men, they get fucked up because of their emotional attachment. And if you look at
Mm-hmm.
that from a spiritual aspect, all of your emotional attachments is gonna be the reason why you either stay with this society and you do what you do, or you move forward, bro.
Man,
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 that's true. That's true.
so true.
You got something to add, Ref?
Man, man, Swint was cooking, man.
Yeah, Swim was going hard, bro.
Man, I'm sorry, bro. I ain't even mean to get emotional like that, but I see a lot of Jakes out there just not getting it, man. It frustrates me
Me
because
too,
I don't
bro.
think that Jakes really get the full understanding of what's about to happen, the plays that's about to come down on this society, man. They don't
Hey,
really understand.
and that's why I think we should move to the next part because I mean I know the topic was the great revealing, and what I meant by the
Mhm.
great revealing is just showing people when the matrix dissolves and people get slapped out of their false reality to what they're actually gonna see. So that's pretty much what I did. But we had to go hard for a cool hour on just preparing your mind. But I want
Yeah,
to
yeah.
ask you, brothers, what do you personally think you're gonna see in 2021 as they continue to unveil the curtain of what's really gonna happen?
What I see honestly, bro, is there's gonna be more UFO sightings. You know, I think niggas is gonna start having like I think niggas' dreams are gonna be a lot more potent. You get what I'm saying?
What you mean by that?
Like your dreams aren't gonna feel like dreams. They're gonna feel like
Oh
they're gonna feel a
yeah.
lot more real.
Mhm.
Like
And
you're gonna wait. It ain't gonna feel like no nightmare. It's gonna feel
like you actually living.
yeah,
Mhm.
exactly.
Hey, do
That's
y'all find yourself getting more deja vu?
Yes,
Me
yes,
too,
and
bro. I all
that
the
and
time.
vivid dreams. Prophetic big brothers are having deja vu and prophetic dreams of this day, man. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like the scriptures say, I think the young man will dream, the young man will see vision, the old man will dream dreams, man. Like brothers
mhm.
is getting all kind of deja vu and visions and dreams in this day. Like the Most High is the Most High is wrapping this up, man.
Facts.
Most High is wrapping all this up, man. And like
Yeah,
Ref said,
both sides,
yeah,
man. Because this COVID shit, I mean, whatever you want to call it, this is just speeding up the timeline, man. They
it
just trying to
is.
they're trying to destroy the dollar quicker. China's
Mhm.
already up and running, bro. They doing this shit on purpose, and like I know right now because we live in such a matrix. We think everything is fine, but when you actually look at your world around you, you see more people getting killed with suicide. You see the prices getting higher. You see more people losing their mind. And one thing that you're gonna see with spiritual, all you brothers in this chat who are actually spiritually inclined, you're gonna start to notice that the spiritual warfare is getting
Mhm.
more and more apparent around you because you guys know about CERN, right? You guys heard
Yeah,
about
of
that?
course.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So that shit's been open for a long time, bro. So the spiritual world is starting, you know what I'm saying? The barrier is starting to crack. And I'm gonna tell y'all like this, bro. It's crazy because like I said, I was with my grandma and shit. And this is my first year not doing these holidays with Christmas and whatnot. So I'm
That's what's
sitting
up,
back
bro.
and yeah, I appreciate it, bro. So I'm sitting back, I'm talking to my mom. She's like, "Oh yeah, my Christmas, da 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 da." I'm like, "Hey, look, I don't celebrate Christmas." And I'm just picking her brain because she's one of these women. Like I love my mom to death, but she's one of these women who thinks she's a goddess, and it's just the average shit that most black women think.
Yeah,
And then I'm
yeah.
talking to my grandma. I'm like, "Yeah, grandma, I don't eat pork no more." She's like, "Oh really? I don't eat pork no more either. I just haven't wanted to eat it." And I'm like, "Yeah, grandma, I don't celebrate holidays." She's like, "You won't believe it. I haven't been celebrating Thanksgiving. I haven't celebrated Christmas." And it truly showed me. If you guys watch a video by Professor Migdal, he talked about Proverbs 18. Literally, bro. This is my opinion. My mom is right now controlled by Satan, and my grandma is starting to come into the light. Now, obviously, I don't know where my grandma's gonna go, but I'm starting to you start to look at your reality around you, and you start to see the duality of everything. You start to see all the old friends is going into more wickedness, while the other people are into the truth. And that's where Chronicles of Judah talk about the great separation. That shit
Hmm.
is starting to happen, bro. It's starting to fucking happen, bro.
That's true. The cream are rising to the top, and the hopeful elect are rising to the occasion, and the people that they fate was to be, in the fire and brimstone, they not waking up, and unfortunately for them, and I say that humbly because none of us know if we're of the elect or not. We hope that we are, but none of us know. None of us on the panel or in the chat know if we're of the elect or not. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? I say that humbly, but a lot of these 2/3, man, they I mean, 2020 was the great the 2020 is the decade of just letting the curtain being taken off, man. The 2020 vision, everything being brought out to the table, the what's going on behind closed doors are being brought out to the forefront. You know what I'm saying? So if you're someone who's not getting it, hey man, I hate to say it, maybe that's your lot. Maybe that's just your fate, man. Maybe you were destined to be in the fire and brimstone. Maybe it was. I don't know. I'm not the most high. I can't determine that. But maybe that is. You know what I'm saying? But those of us who can see, we're blessed. And we gotta continue to pray that we keep that most high keeps that spirit on us, because at any given time he could take it away. Like you said,
Facts.
your grandma's waking up. All praise to that. You know what I'm saying? And we see it in 2020, a lot of people woke up to the truth as well. People started to see the bullshit going on. What's this the George Floyd, the bullshit in that, the Breonna Taylor,
The election.
the elections. People seeing the bullshit. People started to see the bullshit of things in 2020. They started looking up things on the internet. Oh, people, it was like, oh, let me click on that. They started to get into it, because what happened was with the virus, it stripped a lot of people of what can bring them comfort. Your job, your people around,
Sports.
sports, all them things was taken away. So it's like, what did you have left to keep you comfort? So you start thinking, you start seeing the bullshit in between the lines. Now you start researching and you're reading, and now you're gravitating more towards this truth, because you don't have the access to things that could take you away and distract you from what's really important no more. So now people starting to get into it, but unfortunately, you do still have majority of our people are still stuck in the world. And this prophesies to be that way. Unfortunately for them, we hope the world that number that's gonna make it, but that's just what it is, man.
Yeah.
And I wanna say some things real quick. Like I've had weird scenarios that happen. So tell me why it was last maybe over a year ago, right? I'm leaving, I'm heading to work, and this guy is like 20 feet ahead of me, right? He makes a turn, right? And then I look and he's nowhere to be found.
Oh shit.
Mhm.
Yeah, bro. Like weird stuff like
Yo,
that has happened.
some crazy
Mhm.
shit happened
Facts,
to me
facts.
maybe a month
And I
ago.
had a and
Oh
I
my
had
bad.
a
Go ahead.
dream and I had a dream recently, and I swear to you, bro, it was these prehistoric looking animals, bro. Like these animals don't look like stuff you see like today. It looked like what you call it, like
Dinosaur.
nah, it's not that extreme, but it was like a prehistoric mammal, and it
Mm.
was just going around eating people, bro.
Hey, that
And
Leviathan, man.
yeah, that could be the future. And
Hmm.
I also read, like, I'm currently reading this David Icke book, right? And dude was saying that he knows someone who worked in CIA, and the level of experimentation is beyond niggas' comprehension. Like, there's people that have human legs that have a human upper body, but an octopus legs. Like all this stuff you see in Disney movies, that stuff oftentimes is real.
Mm-hmm.
You get
Right.
what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
when you see creatures that have different body parts of different creatures, like remember like Daniel like 10 or 11 or 12, any
Oh,
of those
Ben
chapters.
10, you mean? Or
Yeah. Any of those chapters that talk about a creature that got 5 leopard faces and a lion's tail and an eagle's wings.
Mhm.
That stuff is real. That stuff is real, bro. Like people think that stuff is like fake. That stuff is real.
Facts.
Like so when I see stuff like that, bro, people don't have a clue of what's going on. People don't have a clue. Like as deep as we are in as far as being unplugged, there's levels that are beyond us because we
Facts.
That's
haven't seen it, bro.
That's true. I
So
mean, we only know a portion of what really goes on behind the scenes, man. We only know what they've given us.
exactly.
Exactly.
So a nigga like Kobe Bryant, this is gonna sound nasty, but he probably has sex with a nigga with a female that got big titties and octopus legs. It sounds crazy.
Hey,
It
man,
sounds crazy.
no, never
Hey,
know.
you talking about like that
Hey,
hentai shit, right? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, bro.
hey, you never know, man. You never
That
know.
stuff
Yeah.
is real, bro.
You never
So
know.
with that being said, when I see stuff like that, bro, it's an abyss that keeps getting deeper and deeper. We haven't even gotten into Nephilim.
Exactly.
If you look at the Kendrick Lamar video, All the Stars, he's going up to Nephilim.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Them
Mm-hmm.
chicks were like they were some bad hoes, but you know, 15 feet tall woman, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, man.
imagine they go on a rampage. Bro, people have even in dangerous parts of the world, bro, people have been sugarcoated because in biblical times, well, there's never been a time where there wasn't biblical times, so I can't say that, but
I get what you're
in
saying though.
biblical times,
Yeah.
like if you look at like the conquest of Canaan, you know, them niggas said the land was full of giants and we got to
Yeah.
conquer it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Scary stuff like that existed. But because people have been shielded from that, their faith isn't on the line. Like a lot of people had more faith if they knew there was giants outside, bro. People would have more faith because it's like, nigga, I don't have the physical means to take on a Goliath. You know, so
Hmm.
let me rely on the Most High. You
Exactly.
know,
You're gonna need an ultimate and alpha and omega spiritual force to guide you and to protect you. You know what I'm saying? Because of well the things that are pretty much really out of your control, and that's what it's gonna be again, and that's what it's gonna be. Reverberated in these last days, man. It's funny that you mentioned the Nephilim and the Leviathan and all the plagues that's about to come on this earth, man. You know what I'm saying? Because it's gonna be a time that the world has never seen before, like it says in Daniel, in the 12th chapter of Daniel, man. The world has never seen what's gonna come. Now let's think about it. You know what I'm saying? Let's take it all the way back to Noah, man. The,
Hmm.
the flood, man. You know what I'm saying? Wiped out the whole earth. It's gonna be worse than that. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be much worse
Yeah.
than
And you guys know Jeremiah Babies, right?
that. Yeah.
So he had made a video I was watching yesterday, and he said, yeah, like the Greatest Depression is coming, and the
Mm-hmm.
main difference from 1929 to now is that the people in 1929 they could fish, they could hunt, they could live off the land, and this is what I was telling Ice last week. I said, look, bro, the reason why we have been in such a good times, there hasn't been a World War III, there hasn't been nothing for that was what 1940 when the World War II happened. The reason why there hasn't been any major things in like these great societies is because they're pretty much doing that shit on purpose. They wanted to make men and women and whoever else is on, pretty much men and women, they wanted to make us so out of touch with the actual world that when they revealed the curtain, motherfuckers is, bro, they don't know what like, bro, think about this, bro. I guarantee you right now, if me and you were to get off and you were to shut off the internet and you guys would not be able to buy or sell anything, where would do you even know how to get water, bro? Do you even know how to get food? Do you even know how to tell the direction and the time? So the thing is, they got us so dependent on their shepherd, which is them, that when this shit actually comes and the chaos comes, people are not even gonna know what the fuck to do, bro. They think that the government is their god as is, bro. So there's no fucking chance in hell that they're gonna be able to rely on the spirit, because these people don't even have faith. They don't even have faith in themselves. How the fuck could they have faith in the Most High, bro? You know what I'm saying?
I'm glad you brought that up, because even if you develop those skills, the water's polluted.
Facts.
Exactly.
GMO
Like,
animals and shit.
yeah, bro. Like, the only way you could develop that is outside the U.S. And most people, even if people have the funds, they don't know how great outside the U.S. is. That's why. It's like. That's why it's so. Like Swint was saying earlier, and he said it with a lot of passion. That's why you gotta rely on the Most High, because let's say you live in like Nicaragua or something like that. Everything's fresh. If the Most High turns them rivers into blood, ain't nothing you can do.
Nothing at all, man.
Yeah.
Nothing at all. What's the things that are coming to this world, man? You're not gonna have only the elect is gonna be okay in that day.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Only
Exactly.
the elect.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, and that's what I'll be thinking too, because when I found that shit and I was talking to Professor, he telling me survival, I would watch like Naked and Afraid and shit. And these people are trained, bro. Like they're trained to
That's it, man.
survive.
The elected
They're
now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
now go ahead. What you saying?
no, go ahead, man.
But yeah, these people are trained and they're looking and they're in great areas to find food and shit like that. And it's extremely fucking hard for them. So in my mind, I'm thinking like, because in the book of Revelation, it says how some of Jacob's will flee right to the wilderness. In my honest opinion, the only way that Jacob's people could fucking survive in the fucking wilderness is by the Most High, bro. Like because there's no fucking way that you just gonna be out there, no tools, nothing like that, no crew, and you're gonna make it through a fucking live, bro. The only way that you would ever have some way of doing that is with the Most High, and that's why I be telling these dudes, bro. Y'all be focused on the wrong shit. Y'all be focused on these bitches. You be focused on how many points LeBron and KD scored. You be focused on all this dumb shit, bro. When I promise you, yeah, it's good to have certain shit like that and be in society to, kind of give yourself some happiness. But if you do not have no spiritual connection, bro, you're fucked, bro. You're like you screwed, bro.
I'm so glad you brought that up, because you are screwed. Because what's survival? You can be the elite as far as like the whole survival. You got your underground bunker, but what you gonna do when 5 20-foot tall beings are there right in front of you? Nothing.
Exactly.
There's nothing you can do.
And even then, too, bro, it don't even gotta be that. Now it's gonna be that. I'm not saying that you're wrong, bro. It's definitely gonna be that. But it don't even gotta be that. What's gonna happen when you got 5 UN soldiers out there, man?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got trained assassins, niggas who done trained in Russia. You know what I'm saying, for 10 years in the Alps, man, in the cold winters in Russia, man. That they train killers, man, and they out there to get you.
Exactly. Another, in addition to that, not only are they trained, but think about the ones that's like underground. Like if you look at like Winter Soldier, the MCU, this dude was under severe mind control, and then he was pumped up with steroids and drugs. So you got a dude that's physically enhanced, bro. Yeah. Think about Austin Powers. A nigga was frozen for 50 years and then just came out. You get what I'm saying? So they're able to do stuff like that. So you'll have a nigga who is freaking 6'3" D's who's been physically enhanced to have the physical strength of 10 men. What are you gonna do with that? Forget 10 men. Forget 10 U.S. soldiers. What are you gonna do with that?
Yeah, and you got to think about too, because I was watching Enemy of the State with Will Smith. Think about how they could track you, bro. They had satellite in orbit. They could pick up your phone calls. They could pick up all this shit. They could bug your phone, bug your TV. That was 20 years ago, bro. 23 years ago. You don't think they've improved that shit, bro? You seen what happened with Instagram, how they can literally track and they can record you on your own phone without you even giving them access. So I say it like this, bro. Look, you got to understand, bro. The B system is beyond y'all motherfuckers' power. Don't get me wrong. I get guns and shit like that. But this shit is a waste of fucking time. If you think that you a regular nigga who's never done shit, not spiritually inclined, you think you're gonna go against the fucking beast system, bro? Like,
Hey, we don't stand a chance, man.
like the only way is just like what happened with David and Goliath, bro. If you don't got that spirit on you, bro, if you don't got that actual spirit that is gonna, because the thing about the Most High, he can distort all this shit. He can distort the fucking the trackers and all this shit. He can lead you down the right path. He could, turn let somebody turn away at that right time so you can get through. If you don't got that, bro, you're not gonna make it, bro.
That's true. That's
And
true.
if
And
let's say you somehow do make it, you're not gonna be saved. So what the fuck was the point?
exactly, because you put your trust in man, bro. You didn't put your
Exactly,
trust
bro.
in something that is bringing forth that power. Because I think oftentimes we forget. Not saying us on the panel, but brothers, who are spiritually who are striving to be spiritually fed. I think oftentimes people focus on the beast system, Esau, Satan, all that, and that's true. But I think sometimes we forget that the Most High is controlling all of that.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? The Most High controls the left hand and the right hand path. So why would you put your trust in someone that's being controlled by the Most High, or not someone that not put your trust in them, but that too, but all because people don't know the wickedness with them, but also putting your trust in the things that man has brought to the table. His weaponry, his food, his water, things like that. You put your trust in that, but you don't put your trust in the person that created all that. You know what
Exactly.
I'm saying?
I'm so glad you brought that up, because what a lot of people don't understand is you gotta fear the Most High.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You have to fear the Most High, like, because if you think Leviathan's bad, Satan's bad, can you even, like, the Most High said his eyes are 10,000 times brighter than the sun.
Facts.
Absolutely.
That's
Absolutely.
scary. That's scary, bro.
Mm-hmm.
The one sun can heat the whole earth,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and you have a being that just his ocular abilities alone is 10,000 times more intense than that. You know
Exactly.
what I'm saying? 10,000 times. How can you compare? Like, I often think about it like this. If the Most High, when people think about the Job situation, they think of, the conversation that Job had with Satan. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But Satan is a powerful archangel. He's a fallen angel, but he's a powerful one at that. You're dealing with the top 5 angels in the Most High's arsenal. And even as powerful as Satan is, he's limited. Satan can't kill Job. I don't think people
Exactly.
understand how profound that is, bro.
Exactly. Most High said you could do everything else, but you can't kill him. So what does that show? That shows that even though Satan can do all this stuff, the Most High can still put a limit on what can happen to a righteous man. So in your trial, in all the trials that we're about to go through, we could be going through hell, man. Now we're gonna be taken care of because the elect
Right.
are gonna be in that day and things, but we're still gonna be going through trials, man. But
Facts.
Lord, when we be at that number, just like Job, man, just like what you were mentioning, Rev, Satan not gonna be able to kill us. You know what I'm saying? He could do it. And even if we do die, it's a righteous death. You know what I'm saying? If
Mm-hmm.
we die in the name of Yahweh Shai, like it says in Revelation, man, it's a righteous death. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of the elect is gonna be saved out of here without tasting death. You know what I'm saying? So just like with Job, how Satan was able to do everything to Job but couldn't kill him, that Most High put a limit on what you can do to a righteous man. You can't take him out.
Yeah, and I think right now too, because I always look into it as like, we all soldiers right now, so we all getting prepped up. This is honestly like boot camp right now, bro.
It is, bro.
Like this isn't shit. You know what I'm saying? Because when you get in the real battlefield, the real world, it's gonna be a lot times worse. But the one thing a lot of guys don't understand is like, you gotta you just every situation is getting prepped. Like example with the chick I was telling you about, that was a prep for how to deal with keeping your emotions under wrap. It's been times this year where my bank account got hacked and I'm out of money and I got to figure out how I can get money. Sometimes I gotta fast. I can't eat for a day. I gotta just
Mhm,
make that shit
mhm.
happen. And in the back of my head, I'm like, bro, this is just the Most High prepping me for what's to come, because this isn't shit. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of guys, they get wrapped up in like how they're feeling at the moment without understanding like, yo, this is all a part of the plan, bro. You got to go through these trials because it's not gonna get easier. It's only gonna get harder. It's gonna get a lot worse before it gets better, bro. And if you can't handle some shit like this, you're gonna be lunch meat, dog.
Bro,
Exactly, bro. Exactly. And this is why when I hear some brothers, they're on this, you know, we gotta bust back at the system, and I'm like, the system, the system is there because we didn't like Deuteronomy 28 is why the system is here.
Facts.
So
True, that's
at
true.
the end of the day, we put ourselves in these shoes, and it's our fault, and we just have to be accountable. Now, I will say this though, before I go, I just want to say, you know, I appreciate you for having me on.
Yeah, no problem, bro.
You know, I hope we could do more collabs. You know, I said it was gonna be 15-20, but I got so hooked up. You know, and trust, like, I only have 4 days of work this week. I might as well just do this last one. So I just want to say, you know, I appreciate you for being on here.
Yeah, bro. No
But
worries.
one of the last things I want to say is, like, people overestimate Satan and they underestimate the Most High. You know, they fear all the type of repercussions. Say, like, you'll never have a nigga say, man, death to Satan, but a nigga will be quick to say death to the Most High.
Mm-hmm.
You know, F Satan. People will be scared to say F Satan, but they'll say F the Most High. You know, and it's crazy to me because Satan's power is just a taste of the Most High's power. You know, but yet people fear Satan more than the Most High.
Yeah. That's why they fear COVID, because they don't have no real faith, bro. There's no way you could fear some shit like that, bro, and not live your life, bro. It just doesn't make no sense. You can't have faith in the Most High, have true faith, and be afraid of a virus that hasn't even it's just backwards, bro. But a lot of people is lost out here, man.
And that's the thing, bro. You know, like you said, be afraid of a virus. And when you said that, I was thinking, like, even like, so let's say you someone who really do believe in this shit, even if it's real, it's still like a 99%, you know, chance that you ain't gonna get it. And even if you do get it, it's like a 98% chance that, you know, you're gonna recover.
Yeah.
You know, so you don't got faith in 98%.
Yeah.
Like you lack faith that much. And I want to bring out a precept, you know, pertaining to just trusting in that, man. You know, Jeremiah 17:5. Thus saith the Lord, cursed be the man that trusteth in man, and maketh flesh his arm, and whose heart departed from the Lord. For he shall be like the heath in the desert, and shall not see when good cometh. You're gonna be fucking desolate, man. You're gonna be desolate in that day, or you put your trust in man. The Most High gonna wipe you out, man. He said, like a heath in the desert shall not see when good cometh, but shall inhabit the parched places in the wilderness and the salt land, and not inhabit it, man. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be desolate. And all that is symbolism for you being in a wicked, desolate, just, you know, just tumultuous place, man. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be like you're gonna be so down bad, man, if you put your trust in man and don't put your trust in the Most High. You know what I'm
saying? And the last thing I want to say real quick is, like, when you put your trust in man, you put your trust in Satan. Because
you do.
Anyone who puts their trust in man is putting their trust in Satan. But, you know, that's a drop. But but I just want to say, you know, I appreciate you, Young High Flyers, for, you know, having me on your channel real quick. You know,
anytime, fam. And one thing too, for those who haven't subbed to my guy's channel, sub to him, man. Man Cave Vlogging channel, and you can sub to him on Instagram too. It's King Rap 3, right?
Yeah.
So y'all make sure y'all go show the brother some love, fam.
Hey, for y'all go mess with Man Cave, man. Like I said before you go, real quick, I told him, you know, I told him before, man. His channel was like a manhood course, man. If you want, if you void of masculine presence in your life, if you void of direction, subscribe to Man Cave. Start at some of his earlier videos, and it gets better and better and better. Man, and just grow, man. Just grow in your spirit, man, and flourish.
Facts. And soon you gotta start your channel too, fam.
Yeah, I gotta bring something to the table on YouTube, man. I'll be doing my thing on IG, but I gotta bring some of that to YouTube, bro.
Nah, I feel you, bro. But yeah, I appreciate you, Rev, man. We'll talk soon, bro.
Man, likewise, bro.
Salute, bro. Salute.
Shit. But yeah, bro, like, yeah. Hey, that's crazy. That's a crazy live, bro. I didn't think this shit. It's crazy because I don't even be planning this shit with you or Ice or Ref, bro, and this shit just
Hmm.
be fire, dog.
They do, man. That's what happened when brothers come through in the spirit, man. The spirit just take over. It's like we not even really speaking right now. It's the most
Nah,
high
that's what I be
speaking through
telling
us.
them, bro. It's like, and that's why when people be like, "Oh, bro, you know the Bible is tainted by man," I'm like, bro, like, y'all don't see. This is the thing. People don't believe in shit because they don't have the faith inside of them built. Like, bro, I remember
True.
when I first found the Most High, bro. I had a 45-minute conversation on my camera, just recording my story. Because I was thinking maybe I should post it on YouTube. And bro, I was remember everything in my life from start to finish, and I was able to create a full-fledged story without thinking about it. And that's why I'm like, bro, like I know for a fact this ain't me, bro. And that's why
Hmm.
when people was like,
Hmm.
oh, bro, you can't believe the Bible because man wrote it and man changed information. I'm like, bro, like you got to start a YouTube channel. You got to do something creative, bro. Because just like when you freestyle, you don't know what the fuck you saying, and it just comes out and it spits and it's a story. You don't think the person who created it wouldn't be able to do that for a book that's theirs? You get what I'm trying to say?
Exactly.
Oh,
Exactly.
I think this is a good transition, man. I wanted to for the brothers in the chat because a lot of these dudes, a lot of them are spiritually inclined, like me and you, but a lot of them aren't. So, what
Hmm.
are like, let's say, 3 to 5 things that they could do to become more spiritually uplifted, so that way they can start experiencing the shit that we talk about, like with me, where I think something and then I get like a little sign and then I figure it's from the Most High, or I fast and I do this shit. What are some things that brothers can do to kind of elevate themselves spiritually?
I would say two things that I'm thinking about at the top of my head. Number one is spend some time in isolation. Really get to know yourself. And I'm gonna expound on that, but I want to hit the second point real quick too. Number two, remove sounds from your environment. Like you don't always got to be listening to something. You don't always got to be listening to music. You don't always got to be watching some stupid video on YouTube. I'm not talking about videos about truth. I'm talking about dumb shit like
Right.
comedy and all that shit. And don't get it twisted. We enjoy that shit too.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what
of
I'm saying? We watch
course.
it, we enjoy it, but we understand it just for entertainment. I'm talking
Right.
about people who really invest their spirits in that kind of stuff. You don't always got to be listening to sports or watching sports or what I'm saying. Watching whatever niggas watch on YouTube. You don't always got to be doing that. Let your mind think freely. You don't always have to have something in your ears. Listen to something. I remember my dad always told me when I was young because I used to like to listen to music a lot and watch. I listen to like people speaking things like that, and but it'd be worldly stuff like sports and all that kind of stuff. He would always
Mm-hmm.
tell me, MJ. I go by MJ. My name is Michael, as you know, but I go by MJ. But he was
Right.
always MJ. If you always got something in your ear, you can't hear God.
Mm.
He would always say that, and I would never get it. I was young, I was like, man, I can still hear God. What you talking about? But as I got older and I started to really get into this truth and understand that, wow, what he was saying was accurate. If you always listen to something, you can't never really hear the Most High speaking to your spirit because
Right.
because you got a whole bunch of worldly things, right going right into your brain, man, which is where your spirit lies. Because if you actually go into looking to the Hebrew word for heart, I don't remember exactly what it is, but the word is synonymous with mind.
Mm.
Mind, soul, spirit, all that is brain, all of that is synonymous, man. It all works. The human body works synergistically. So if you always have something, in your ears, listening to something, you always have that flowing through your spirit. You can't really feel and hear the spirit of the Most High speaking to you. So I would say that's one thing. Definitely is take some time and just sit down. Don't listen to nothing and just think, man. Let let
Yeah.
let let the spirit get to you. You don't always got to be occupied with something. And also number two is spend some time in the isolation. Spend some time just just uh just being by yourself, man. Like my man cave, self actualization. That's what he. I'm not even gonna try to even claim that at all because Ref brought that to the table, so I'm not
Right.
even gonna attempt to claim that. So self actualization, man. Really get to know yourself. Really see what your flaw. Realize what your sins are. Really deep. Really dig deep, man. Spend some time in isolation.
Yeah.
Dig see where you fall short. See what is the reason why you sin? What is the reason why you lack faith? What are
Right.
some traumas that happen in your life that causes you to put trust in man and not put trust with the Most High? Or do you lack faith in the Most High because some things happened to you, or you lost your dad or your mom young, your wife or your husband died, and why would this God do this to me? Is that why
Mm-hmm.
you lack faith? Really sit back and listen. And self-actualize, like Ref be saying, as to why you do the things you do, why you think the things you think, and then hopefully, because none of us can control that. Yahweh Shai has to be the one that calls us out the world. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully, Yahweh Shai's spirit, will come onto you.
Yeah. All the shit you saying is true, and I definitely gotta do the isolation shit because I always like to listen to music when I'm driving or listen to a
Mm.
video. But definitely what you saying. One thing too, and this shit is funny as hell. When Man Cave he said panel should be booming, classic drop. In my fucking mind, I was thinking like, damn, every time I do a live stream, that shit is a classic ass drop. And one thing that a
Spirit,
lot, and
bro.
this is funny when you were saying shit, Man Cave was like, I'm. It's funny that you brought that up because he was thinking the same thing. I'll tell you guys this, and a lot of you guys may not understand or realize it, but that is the Most High's knowledge. You guys got to understand, like, when one man is telling you something, all right, it might just be a coincidence. When two men is telling you something, it might be a trend. But when you keep seeing the same message from a different person consistently, that's knowledge from the Most High, bro. I'll
Absolutely.
post a video about I remember Ref, he posted something last week about, I forgot what he posted, and I was like, damn, bro, I just made a fucking video on this yesterday. That's
Mm-hmm.
the Most High speaking through us because we're all messengers at the end of the fucking day.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times, one thing that a lot of guys don't understand is that the Most High is telling you something, but you can't catch it because you don't really understand when to decipher some bullshit versus what he's actually telling you. And a lot of times it's not going to be obvious because if it was obvious, everybody would get it. But the Most High, he talks to you through code, through language. That's why the Bible can't be understood by everybody because you got to you got to be able to decipher it. So
Exactly.
you got to be, one thing that you want to do if you want to raise your spiritual knowledge is you got to be more aware. You got to always see everything around you. Even when I did this panel, there's a guy walking his dog. He's kind of looking at my car. So I'm like, all right, I need to be careful with him. I'm always looking at everything around me because I understand that this isn't my world. This is Satan's world. So I always got to be
Mm-hmm.
aware of everything. But you got to understand that the Most High is the puppet master. So he's going to give you kind of like little, what is it called? Like a little beacon or a little light to tell you like, hey, come here, go here, do this, do
Yeah,
that.
signs, man. Signs and
Uh-huh.
wonders from the heavens, man.
Yeah, that's
You
the Holy Spirit on y'all, man.
It is, bro. That's all the spirit, man. We got to really take that into account, in these last days, because we're gonna have we're gonna be battling with the flesh and the spirit, man. A carnal
Right,
mind is an abomination to the Most High, like it says in, I believe, Romans the 8th chapter, man. But
right.
we're in a land has fled with carnality. Everywhere you go, blow with sex. Everywhere you, and I'm not
Facts.
saying sex is bad. Sex is wonderful. We Jake, man. Jake love having
Mm-hmm.
sex. It's in our, what I'm saying? It's in our spirit, bro.
Yeah,
Jake loves sex, man. We can't, and there's nothing wrong with there's nothing wrong with liking that. It's a wonderful thing. It's what men and women are supposed to do. But, hey, man, we're not in our society, man. We're in our captivity. So, the one thing I was talking to Ref about the other day was we got to accept that we're in captivity. We got to
right.
accept that we're in a position where we are at the bottom, where we are at our lowest state. You know what I'm saying? We got
Mm-hmm.
to just accept it because what that's going to do, that's going to remove the pride from us and shift our spirit towards focusing on the Most High. Because we're going to look to the Most High for our dwelling place instead of looking to us to fuel ourselves, like it says in the book of Proverbs, the 3rd chapter, man. Trust it, lean not on your own understanding, man. We're not going to be leaning on our own understanding when we accept that we're in captivity. You know what I'm saying? Because we're going to be looking for a way to get out of here. So we
Right.
know the only way that we can get out is through the spirit and power of the Most High. And being one of His elect.
Yeah, it's funny, man. He said niggas think game trumps the Most High.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
and and,
Oh
and, and one thing. This one thing I would say,
man. Facts, bro.
because I mean, the
Facts.
Most High gives you the game, which is the funny
True.
part about it. But one thing that I would say is just being around. So this is one thing that y'all need to understand too. A lot of the information that y'all get from is from people who don't know what the fuck they're talking about, bro.
Speak
I
on
see
it,
it just
fam.
like with this
Speak on it.
December 21st shit, bro. I forgot
Oh
who told me.
man.
Somebody's like, "Oh, bro, you think we're gonna get superpowers?" I'm like, "Fuck no!" Like, who the fuck is telling you this dumbass shit? And it's funny, bro. This is how I know black people, like a lot of so-called black people, are dumb. is that the shit that they think is gonna be good for them. Like I don't know if you guys remember, with George Floyd where they had the blackout day.
Yeah, yeah.
That was actually a Saturnian ritual,
It
bro,
was, bro.
for the Q. This December
Yep.
21st, people go, oh, black people getting superpowers. This is the winter solstice, bro. This is
Facts.
commemorating who is it, Tammuz or one of the pagan deities. So you
Mhm.
gotta understand, bro, when you getting fed information from people that are lost, you're gonna be fucking lost too. So you gotta be able to understand, like, this person, all right, they're a trainer, but they're trying to talk on spirituality shit. I'm only gonna listen to them for spiritual shit. Oh, this person, he's good with bitches. He's trying to talk about how I should get my money right. I'm gonna only listen for bitches. You gotta know who has good information versus who's just talking out your ass. Because one thing is that a lot of misinformation is being spread, and a lot of these niggas is getting disappointed whenever the shit that they thought was real never comes to fruition.
Yo, that's true. That's true. And that's why the scriptures say we're prisoners of hope, man. Because we're hoping in something that we can't even see. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? None of us have seen the Most High. None of us have seen Yahweh Shah. None of us have seen any of the prophets, any of the disciples, any of the angels. You know what I'm saying? Well, that we don't know of. Of course, you have angels that come in human form, but that we know of, like we haven't seen an actual angel. You know what I'm saying? Like we've never seen any of that stuff. So, like you said, you know, you got to watch who you're getting your information from because
Right.
we're not supposed to be prisoners of hope to worldly concepts. We're supposed to be prisoners of hope to things that fuel the spirit, man. You know what I'm saying? So you're hoping in a dating coach showing you the way. You're hoping in a nigga that's good with bitches showing you how to get more bitches. That's not gonna do shit for you in the last days
Fact.
at all.
Yeah. Yeah, and one thing I was saying too is like if the person that's telling you this shit doesn't have anything to attach it to, but they're just telling, like, example, I'll be real. I used to listen to Soul Illuminati or Spiritual Soul or
Spiritual,
whatever his name
spiritual
is,
soul,
but I
yeah.
used to be on his shit like, bro, this motherfucker spitting facts, and I would look like a fucking idiot because he'll say some crazy ass shit, and then that shit wouldn't come true, bro. And then motherfuckers be like, oh, bro, I thought you said this, but it wasn't true. Because you need to understand, bro, you looking at a man as a god, bro. And at the end of
Mm,
the day, bro, a man can never be the most high because a man is always flawed. That's why, like I said
exactly.
earlier, you can get your information from us, but you need to understand that at the end of the day, bro, what I'm telling you, you might not be able to fully understand it because you're not living life from my perspective. You get what I'm saying? So you can never put all your faith in a man and what they're telling you. Now, yeah, there's righteous men like me, you, ref, and we're gonna tell you shit based off of what we know that is best. But at the end of the day, bro, you got to be able to understand that if it comes from a man, it's not always gonna be true because it's not the most high. You see what I'm saying?
Yo,
So I
fam,
I, I think a lot of men fall down that trap.
Yo, fam, speak on it. Like, that's why the scriptures say, bro, let the most high be true and every man a liar, man. And to try the spirit to see if it is of the most high. You can't just be blindly accepting men's words, man. You gotta try their spirit. Are they a
Right.
righteous man? Are they being spiritually fed? And
Right.
even then, you gotta be willing to check them if they're going off. And you gotta be willing to let them check you when you going off. You know what I'm saying? Because we're all men, we all
Oh,
fall
fuck
short, man.
up. Yeah.
All fuck up, man. We all have things that we need correction and understanding on. 'Cause none of us are the most high. That's why every man is a liar. Because every man, even if you're not intending to lie,
You
but you
don't know
may
ever
just
the truth of everything.
there you go, bro. There you go. There you go. You
Yeah.
don't know the you don't know the, you don't know the whole you don't have all you don't know everything at the same time at one time, man. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah, and one thing too, and this is why, in my honest opinion, a lot of guys don't have faith, is because they never tried something where they had to have faith in it. Like a lot of guys, they settle in life, and in my personal opinion, and this is different correlation, but if you're a guy who's never tried something where you have to put your marbles in something that you can't see, which in my opinion is just pretty much you putting your faith in the Most High, you're not going to be able to actually have faith that He can help you in life. The reason
Mhm.
why I'm the man I am today is because, one, I've done sales where I've gone out. I had no guarantee that I would find somebody who wanted to buy this shit, but I just believed it was gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? I've done track, I've done basketball, bro. These things aren't things that are guaranteed. I can't just clock in and know I'm gonna get $100. When I make these videos, when I make this YouTube shit, I don't know what's gonna happen. And now when I rap, I just freestyle. I don't write shit down because it's like I know the words are gonna come to me, and that all just comes from my faith. So whenever you guys can get more creative and you get in my opinion, I think when you're more creative, you're getting in touch with things that the Most High can bless you in, like, you know, dancing, rapping, shit like that. As long as you keep the right energy and you don't let that dark energy consume you, I feel like that can also help you become more spiritually in tune. Making a video and not thinking about just saying what's on your mind.
Absolutely, man. You flowing in the spirit. You know, and that's really what we're supposed to be doing is flowing in the spirit, man. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I mean, and the that's why the scripture says study to show yourself approved. Because when you study to show yourself approved, you start to get these things in your mind. These things start to really impact you, man. These things start to really keep it seep into your soul. So you're not gonna always have to look this up or look this up. You just got it. You
You
got it
just
in your
know.
spirit.
Yeah.
No,
That's why
you
that's why, like, yeah, that's why, like I said, when I was chilling with that chick and I just thought in my mind, like, she just it's just a spirit thing. Cause I know you I was so fucking mad too. When you guys was like, bro, I'm like, man, I keep running Jezebel's like, it's cause you're white. I'm like, nah, that's bullshit, bro. I'm going on a fucking date. And then I knew immediately, like, fuck, man, these motherfuckers were right the entire fucking time, man. I'm like, man,
Hey,
fuck
man.
you, ref, man. You was right the entire time. Like, you just know, bro. It's like that's why when I tell people shit in certain videos, it's like that's just facts, bro. Like you don't like it's certain things that I'm telling you, bro, that is just facts, bro. Like, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Just like the Most High is real, it's facts, bro. You're not gonna get true scientific proof. I'm not gonna be able to tell you the specific date, but it's facts. And that's why I don't believe in science, because with science, bro, it's all predicated off another man, and a man can manipulate and control, he can control the data, bro.
Exactly. Hey, bro, like Judah be saying, man. What do he say? He be saying in his videos. Science oftentimes is not real science.
Right,
Science can be manipulated to fit a narrative. You know what I'm
right.
saying? That's what science can do, man. And even then, you still got odds with the scientists, man. You got scientists who prove the Bible. You got scientists who try to disprove it. You know what I'm saying? So you even in that science world, bro, you got two different sides of the street, man.
Yeah, and that's the one thing, you can't put your faith in science, because science is just going to be able to be used to, like, science is just what they want you to use when they want you to believe something without questioning it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially with this COVID shit, man. Like, they go, oh, this is the science, blah 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 blah. And I'm like, bro, like okay, this is one thing I always tell people too. When it comes to making decisions and shit, you got to do three things. First, you got to make sure it makes logical sense, right? The
Hmm.
second thing that you got to do is you got to look at that person and see if they're a trustworthy person. Are they credible? If there's a shit that they said in the past, and how, like with Freeport, I know the shit he's talking about, the class is true, because he had shit from before this COVID-19 shit been coming out. And then the main thing to prove if science is real is when you go out fucking side and you look at the world you live in, is what they're saying is true. They say that all these people are dying from, you know what? Bro, I
Yeah,
haven't
yeah,
seen nobody die, bro. I
yeah, man.
seen two. I know somebody who knew somebody whose parents died allegedly from virus, but where I'm at, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see no
Allegedly.
fucking pandemonium. Allegedly, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Now,
yeah.
if I go out and people saying that women are masculine, and I go on fucking 5 dates and all these bitches acting like G.I. Joe, I know that's facts, because I can actually equate it to the real world. A lot of people, they just believe numbers, but they don't see it in the real world. A lot of people, they see shit in the real world, but they can't back it up with numbers. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm. And that's the thing too, bro. Because just as in the same context in which you say that, in the same way in which you say that, people will say, "Oh, well, are you well? If COVID is fake, then why is all this stuff? Why is the new world order coming? Why is all this other stuff you say about the world true? So if COVID is fake, but all this other stuff is true, why? How come that's at variance with each other? Well, the thing about it is, COVID is fake, but the effects of COVID are very
Are
real.
real. Just like
The
what Freeport said in one of his videos. He said even though 9/11 was a stage event, it was real because a lot of like actions after that were real actions that happened
exactly,
that affect the
exactly,
world.
exactly, and that's the thing, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm so, bro. I'm so glad you said affect the world because that's the time period that we coming into. I mean, you got right now, bro. They talking about this new strain of COVID, man. They're
Yeah.
talking about this new, more harsher,
Strain. Yeah.
strain, more potent strain, where it's more contagious and whatnot. So what? So that came ironically, coincidentally, at the same time, and the jab and the shot came out. So what are they trying to
Exactly.
tell you, man? Even though COVID is fake, even though this shit not real, what is that? What is that saying? That's saying that the effects of it, of what's going to happen because of the programming and the manipulation caused, and the psychological programming that COVID put the people under, that's going to cause people to take, some of the provisions that the wicked of this society wants to put on the people, which is going to cause more plague, which is going to cause real sickness, which is going to cause real death. Also, it's assisting and tanking the economy. So now what's
Facts.
happening? Now with this new harsher strain of COVID, allegedly, now they're gonna have more shutdowns. What's gonna happen? The country never recovered
The
from
first shutdown.
the first shutdown. Businesses were lost. I mean, you got 800,000 to 1 million people filing for unemployment every week. Some businesses never came back. Some people never got their jobs back. So what's happening now? Now they got a new harsher strain. So now it's going to be even worse. So now not only are the businesses not going to recover, but the businesses that did survive the first one, they're
They're
not
gonna
going
be
to
gone.
survive the second one.
And that's one thing too, is like, I seen some shit, and I follow this one dude named Chris Johnson. He's like in stocks, and he posted like a little thing, because where he was in California, and he went to like this mall I know called Ontario Mills. He's like, man, the economy's booming, but everybody's telling you it's not. And I'm like, bro, you got to put shit. And this one thing you want to know, if you in the spirit, is you got to put shit into context, because I run into a lot of people who they might give me a scripture saying that, oh, the laws are abolished, because they gave me one scripture. But I'm like, bro, read the whole fucking chapter and see exactly how the context of it was. So when I went on Twitter and he said everything's booming, I'm like, bro, you need to understand one thing. The stores are on 25% capacity. So all these people who are waiting in line are usually people who be in the store. On top of that, it's Christmas time. And then look, when you go out, yeah, you might see people in a mall spending money, but you don't see all these people. You see a lot more tow trucks around, right? People getting their shit repoed. You see a lot more homeless people. People are losing their home. You see a lot of restaurants that are usually open on Yelp. You go and you pull up there, they're permanently closed. So what is that really telling you? You got to be
Exactly.
able to understand what you're seeing and put it in the right context. Because if you don't push it in the right context, I can say that women are amazing, and then you go to a chick who's in a good mood because she just got dick, you think all women are amazing. But then boom, you start seeing her throughout the day, throughout the weeks, throughout the months. You was like, she's not as amazing as what Brandon told me, because he told me some shit from something that happened in a moment versus something that happened consistently over days, months, and years.
Exactly, bro. Like you just said, man, you got to understand what you're seeing. You got to read between the lines. You got to see the
Right.
mysteries.
Right.
What's really going on. With same thing with the stock market. I know the dude you're talking about, Chris Johnson.
Yeah.
I follow him too. He be talking about the stock market is booming. The stock market is this. You can make so much money in the stock market. Yeah, you can, but you're not really making money, man. You're making currency.
Exactly.
You're making fiat currency. You're making Federal Reserve notes. They just pumping the stock market with all these Federal Reserve notes to give the illusion to the people that things are doing well. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? If you actually look at the numbers, you look at the unemployment rate. You don't even got to look at the numbers. Walk outside, man. The,
Exactly. That's what I
like
be trying to tell people.
walk outside, bro. Like Rev, he be doing he used to do the videos where he would show the highway in his city, man.
Oh yeah,
You
yeah, I
know,
remember that. Yeah.
yeah, bro. The highway, even in Atlanta, man, where I live. Atlanta. Anyone that been down here or that live here, you already know that the highway, the traffic is ridiculous,
Crazy as hell. Yeah. I
crazy
went to
as hell,
Cali.
bro.
I went to Cali, and usually to drive from the airport to my grandma's house is like an hour and a half. And I'm driving in the car with my bro. I'm like, damn, we already here this quick. I'm like, that's just how. Because in Cali, bro, it's always traffic, all times of the
Yeah,
day,
yeah.
man.
Traffic
So
is terrible out there, man.
yeah,
But that's
and
the
that. Oh, go ahead, bro.
I was just saying, but that's the thing right there, man. You just walk outside and you see what's really going on. You see more homeless people on the street. You see, and you just go around and look at some of these houses, man. You starting to see 5, 6, 7 cars outside of houses. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? You starting to
Shit,
see a
go to the
lot of
gas station, you start seeing water that's 99, like 149.
exactly, bro. But I went to Kroger the other day to go ahead to I buy me something from Kroger, and the thing that I usually buy was like $2. Now it's $2.50. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So you starting to see the inflation, man. You
Yeah,
starting to
and
see
that's before all these fucking these dollars that they've been printing this year is even accounted for. That's before all this shit.
exactly, exactly. So just measuring the time diligently, like it says in Second Esdras, man. But that's the thing. The scriptures say the Most High do nothing, but He revealeth His secret unto the prophets. And when you go into
Right.
that word prophet, You know, it just means a seer. We're not now not being
Not
literally.
prophesize and shit, but yeah, I get what you're
Exactly,
saying.
exactly. You're not Isaiah, you're not Jeremiah, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? But you're a seer. You're someone who's able to recognize the times and see before things come. He reveals
Yeah.
his secret unto the prophets, man. So if you're not in the spirit, you know what I'm saying, of the most high, you're not seeking him, because that's where you get your true wisdom, knowledge, understanding. Some spoken about in Proverbs, the first chapter. You know, you're
Mm-hmm.
not gonna be able to measure this time that we're in diligently. You're gonna be fooled by the stock market. You're gonna be fooled by your politicians.
The president and all the motherfuckers, women and shit. And this
Yeah,
the
bro.
last thing, bro. Like we went through all this shit, but all this shit just comes down to one thing, and I'm gonna probably make this like the last because this is the biggest point. Is the only way you're gonna be able to understand what's really going on is you gotta see through the fucking matrix, bro. Because the one thing that America did, and I give America a lot of credit, it is the one country that's actually built a mental, physical, and spiritual matrix that
Mhm.
engulfed everybody. Because think about it, you know how people say, "Oh, you live in America, it's different out there," and you compare it to Africa, right? You know, you go to a third world country, it's completely different. So America has a spiritual matrix, and that's why so
Yeah.
many people are fucking blind because they have an illusion that one, Satan ain't real. Two, that there's no world hunger, no poverty, no collapse.
Mhm.
The dollar's gonna be here forever. They're so caught up in a matrix with good times that they can't even see the holes and the cracks in the matrix. And once you're able to see the holes and the cracks in the matrix, that's when you can finally wake up and you can finally get the true spirit of the Most High. Because even these people who say, "Oh yeah, God's doing this, God's doing that," it's like, bro, you still live in the matrix. You still believe in the church system. I don't think that the shit you getting from who you call God is actually coming from the Most High. Like it can't be because you can't even see
Speak
what the
on it.
fuck is really happening. You know what I'm saying?
Speak on it, bro. And that's the thing. Is it really coming from the Most High? Because the Most High said that he's going to beautify the meek with salvation. He didn't say he's going to beautify the rich with salvation. And when I'm talking about rich, I'm not saying that having money is a bad thing.
Right.
When I'm rich, you're trusting in your riches. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? You're putting stock in your riches, and which is causing you to not to believe in yourself more than the Most High. One of the biggest deceptions of Satan, bro, is convincing people that they are their own, higher power.
Right.
You
That
don't.
I hate when people be like, "Oh, bro, I manifested this." I'm like, bro, like
Yeah,
manifest that the fucking virus is gone, then, motherfucker.
exactly.
You
I
out here
manifested
stuck in the house.
it.
Yeah, and I ain't gonna lie, I trolled the fuck out of my mom, bro, because she be on that shit. And then she's like, "Yeah, I manifest my reality." I'm like, "All right, mom. Well, if you control your reality, then I'm sure you didn't manifest COVID.
Hey,
You
facts,
didn't
bro.
manifest you in
Facts,
the house. You didn't manifest that
facts,
you got a curfew. But people only hear what they want to believe, man.
facts,
You know.
bro. Facts. Ref said, "COVID taught me the money isn't real at all. It's all fake." That's true.
Facts.
Even the what we talk about with the hyperinflation and the stock market, that's all being manipulated behind the scenes, man. None of that is really
Mm-hmm.
real. I mean, you really
Right.
think about currency, man. The dollar is not real. It's just a means
Just
of currency.
yeah.
A currency could be a damn napkin. It could be a piece of paper, like an
Right.
actual piece of paper that
Could
has
be
no
some
cost.
pussy.
Could be some. There you
Could
go.
be
Could be
some
some pussy,
pussy.
man.
You know.
It could be anything, man. That could really be the currency. And this world is turning into getting real paper currency and turning into digital currency. So
Facts.
what's gonna come after that? Especially with the tanking of everything, and you're gonna have more government reliance from the people. What they gonna come with after that? Boom, that mark of the beast.
Right. Yeah, and this is what I got to tell people, because I run into a lot of people who, like, they kind of believe and they don't believe because they're still getting manipulated. This is the one thing that all this shit's gonna come to. The person who's giving you the information, I want you to look at that, and that's why Ref says that he could tell you're genuine because he understands I don't have no intention. Like, bro, I've been doing this live for 2 hours and 7 minutes. You've been on this shit for 2 hours. We don't have anything to gain by telling you this shit. There's nothing that I have to gain by telling you
Thanks.
to give up the world that I can get in the world. I can't get money from that. I can't get bitches. None of this shit that I'm telling you about, most people even want to hear. So you need to look at the person and you need to think like, what's the true intention of that person? And if you really put this on a spiritual intent, what is the point of the Most High telling you all this shit? What does he have to gain? Like, if you think about it, because I can't think on his level, but if you're looking at it
Yeah,
from
yeah.
from that perspective, what does somebody have to gain by telling you, hey, you might lose your life and faith? What does somebody have to tell you to gain? Yeah, you might lose everything all because none of this shit matters. Like, there's nothing that person has to gain. And when you understand that when somebody has nothing to gain, that's when the shit is actually genuine. The reason why Satan has so much power is because he has everything to gain. He's fucking you up from salvation. He's giving you money. He's giving you bitches because he has everything to gain. And anything that fucking glitters is not gold, bro. But people can't understand that. And I always try to reinforce and tell you, like, bro, look at the intent. If you're a righteous man, you have no intent. If you're a wicked person, you have all the intent. And that just is personified with Satan versus the Most High. The Most High don't give a yeah, he cares, but he doesn't care if you get saved or not, because he created everything. He don't give a he doesn't care, bro. But like, and I can't really speak on the Most High because I'm not him, but I'm just looking at it from that perspective. It's like, I have nothing to gain. You have nothing to gain. Ref has nothing to gain. Fucking Professor Migta has nothing to gain. Judah has nothing to gain. His Patreon is $1 a month, where dudes is out here charging $50 to tell you how to talk to
Exactly.
a female. Do you really think that person has your best interest at heart? You get what I'm
Exactly, bro.
saying?
Exactly. And that's the
So
thing too. We have nothing to gain on this side, man. We
nothing
ain't
at
got
all.
shit to gain, on this side from this, man. But we have the kingdom to inherit because of it. Yahweh
Right,
Shah said to feed his lamb and feed his sheep. When we, and the man will be judged by our works. You know what I'm saying? We'll be
right.
judged by our righteous acts. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So we're all are being taken into consideration.
yeah, and the
Yeah, go
one
ahead.
thing too, and one thing I say too is, like, I don't even do this. Like, and it's funny because y'all be reminding me, like, oh yeah, you about to go in the kingdom. Like, to be honest with you, bro, I'm not even thinking about how the kingdom's gonna be. Like, yeah, I'm happy that it'll be there, but like, bro, I'm not even really even focused on that shit. I'm just focused on like how I can help these people right now, because that's true. Because I've been doing this young high flyer shit before I even found the Most High, bro. You know what I'm saying? So like, if y'all doing it only so you can make it into the kingdom, bro, you probably not gonna make the kingdom because you're not doing it out of the pureness of your heart. You can't even really worry about the kingdom. That's like the dessert. You know how people say when you a high value man, you do it for yourself, and then the woman is the dessert. You getting in the kingdom is the dessert, bro. But you got to be able to go through and think like, yeah, that's the end goal. But at the end of the day, I'm just doing it to be righteous because the Most High even gave me this opportunity. Like, yeah, all the other, and that's what happened with remember with Solomon when he said that he wanted to be able to lead the people, and then the Most High gave him the money, the women, the gold, and all that, because he saw in his heart that he didn't do it for all that extra shit. He just did it because that's just who the fuck he was. You know what I'm saying? And the Most High rewards people who do shit for what it was. And I don't respect motherfuckers who do shit for a game, because it's like you're not really doing it out of your soul. You doing it for this other bullshit.
And that's the thing too. You know what I'm saying? I'll be honest. I'll be honest with you, bro. I do disagree with you slightly. I do
Okay.
think that it is I don't see anything wrong. Me personally, I don't see anything wrong with men, doing this work and having the kingdom as a focal point and why they do this work. I don't see anything wrong with that because, dog,
That's true.
we've been beat down so much in this society as Israelite men. We're at the
True.
bottom of the totem pole. We're in captivity. We're looking for a beacon of hope, man. We're
That's
looking
true. That's
for
true.
something to come out of this. But I do agree with you. I do see what you're saying. If you have ill intent in your purpose in doing this work, it's gonna get revealed at the end of the day.
Right.
Just like these people in Israel that partly teach truth but leave out some information, or tell you that the mark of the beast is not the RFID microchip. They tell you that the mark of the beast
It's a
is
spiritual
Christianity.
mark.
It's
All
spirit, it's
right.
a spiritual mark. Which
Yeah.
Ref is right. I do hate the Christian church. Salute to you on that. 'Cause I hate that shit. But they tell you they lead you astray, or they tell you or these people in Israel that tell you to take the vaccine. They're doing it out of ill intent. They're doing it to be seen on this side. You know what I'm saying? So my thing about it is, if your intent is to be seen great on this side, you know what I'm saying, then you're doing it for ill intent purposes. But if your intent in doing this work is to be, to get to the kingdom,
Mm-hmm.
me personally, I don't really see nothing wrong with that, because because you're gonna have to do other things in order to you're gonna have to do it with pure intent, and out of the kindness and goodness of your heart, in order to even get to the kingdom. So
That's true.
your intent, your actions are gonna be pure in general, because you got that kingdom as one of your focal points, and what you want to get out of this.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I feel you on that one. So yeah, I agree with you. I think both points actually make sense. So
Yeah, yeah,
I
they do. Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
definitely.
But yeah, man. I mean, that's pretty much all this shit comes down to, man. I will keep going, bro. It's fucking 11:40, bro. I'm like, damn, we've been on this
Yeah,
motherfucker for a
yeah,
cool minute, but yeah, bro. I appreciate having you on the panel, bro. Because I know when I was on there with Ref and I be listening to, I'm like, yeah, this shit's gonna be nice, man. So I
hmm
appreciate you coming on, man. This shit been real. It's also with my boy King Ref, man. This shit was cool too. You got any like last thoughts, parting
yeah,
thoughts?
bro. I just want to say, bro, I appreciate you having me on your channel, man. Sharing your platform with me. We said, you know what I'm saying. We definitely cooked up a classic. You know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Cave came through. Assisted us in that. When
Mm-hmm.
he was on. Definitely we definitely cooked up a classic. All I gotta say to the brothers out there is do your best to remove yourself from the things of this world that's going from the things of this world that's gonna keep you attached to this world. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And whatever that may be for you, that's an individual thing for each individual man. If you a man that you know that you a simp and that you have a hard time, being a righteous man when it comes to women, and you have a hard time, removing yourself from doing what and following after they path, then hey man, you might need to take some time away from women. You might need to be a man that doesn't deal with women. If you're a man that can control that, then hey, deal with women. If you're a
Right.
man that then hey, man, you should probably take a break from women. If you're a man that got a lust for that dollar, man, and you always on that hustle chase, hey man, maybe you need to work a few less hours, man. Maybe you need
Right.
to take a break from being in the constant money chase. Whatever it may be for each individual man. Remove yourself from things that's going to keep you attached to this world because it's going to come a time very soon, brothers. And I cannot stress this enough, brothers. It's going to be a time very soon where you're going to have to make a decision. Are you with the Most High or are you with the beast system? And that time is coming very soon, starting with this vaccine.
Right. Right. Yeah. Yeah, I agree, man. And I would say I would co-sign everything you said, and I would also say, man, just don't let all these distractions get to you, man. They met the NBA come back in 2 months. You got the NFL. You
Yeah.
got all this shit with females, Megan Thee Stallion, all these music coming out because there's nothing else, so they're just pumping you guys with all this shit. It's for a reason, bro, and it's to cloud your lenses. So the one thing I would tell brothers and even sisters, if you listen in the chat, is just to always keep your eyes on the prize, man. Always keep your eyes on the Most High and what he has planned for you, how it shy, and just what I'm saying. If you don't have anything to do, I would personally tell you to find something. Like me, I'm getting into making music and like just making these videos and talking to you guys. I know for a fact if I didn't have it, I'd probably start fucking with like weed again and drinking and start chasing these hoes and stuff like that. So I would just say make sure you guys keep your eye on the prize and don't get distracted on shit that don't matter because like my boy Swint just said, man, like when that shit comes, bro, if you're not fully prepared and you can't, and then one thing too is be able to look at it on the horizon. Don't be one of these guys where motherfuckers is knocking on your door, the UN soldiers is about to forcibly make you take the shit. Be a guy who's on his toes. That way you're not surprised by anything. I'm not surprised by anything now because I'm ready for everything. Like one of the guys said, somebody said some shit. He said, always be ready so you never have to get ready. That's one thing I would tell y'all to do, bro, because 2021, bro, is just the writing on the wall for what's really about to happen, bro.
Exactly, bro. Before you go, real quick, you know what I'm saying. Before we hop off this, bro, this classic right here. I want to hear one quick precept based off of what you were just saying, bro. It's in Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 8 and verse 8. If a man desire much experience, she know what things are old. Now that she is talking about Sophia being wisdom, she know what things are old and conjectureth aright what is to come. She know what the subtleties of speech. Know what the subtleties of speech, able to read between the lines, able to see, able to decipher through the bullshit in the society, able to see what's read beneath the curtain, able to read between the lines of what they say. Dark winter, what does that actually mean? You know what I'm saying? All those kind of things. And
Right,
it can expound dark sentences. Can if they say something, yeah, well, you know what they really talking about. When
right,
the
exactly,
just think one thing, you know what they're really saying. She foreseeth signs and wonders and the events of seasons and times. You foresee times and wonders in the events of seasons of time. You're foreseeing. You're looking forward and focusing on what's coming after this. You're always focusing on the after effect of something, not so much living. You know, day to day, what's going on right now. Okay, how was this particular moment affecting what's going to happen 6 months down the line, 10 months down the line, 12 months down the line? You're always looking forward to the future, seeing what's going on. How do I prepare myself more spiritually for when shit really starts to pop off like that? So I just wanted to hit that precept real quick, bro.
Yeah, and another thing too is just make sure you keep people in the right lane. Like I know a lot of people say, oh yeah, if you're not righteous or in the right path, like cut these people off. I still keep certain people in certain places, but like I said,
Yeah, yeah.
I understand their role in my life, man. So y'all got to be able to understand the role that certain people have in your life, and just be able to decipher between the lines. Because I'll tell you this, look, bro, this is it. I'm just being honest, bro. A lot of people that you think will give you your life away, they'll fucking turn on you when that time comes, bro. So don't
Speak
put
on
your trust in the man, bro. Put your trust in the Most High, bro.
speak on it, brother. Facts, 100%.
Hey, man, like I said, bro, I appreciate y'all coming on the panel. I appreciate all you guys in the chat room, everybody who tuned in, man. I'm gonna try to do this shit every week, so I'm gonna probably do one with King Ref next week. So you guys be tuned in, man. So that way, we could spread this knowledge as much as possible.
Yo, facts, facts. Hey, man, I appreciate you having me on. We
Yes,
definitely keep
sir.
the classic. Take
Yes,
heed,
sir.
brothers. Stay in the spirit.
Yes, sir. But all right, man. Y'all be easy, man. Y'all have a blessed night.
Y'all be good. Peace.